welcome, everybody.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's going crazy.
It's a good one. I was like, how have I not heard this one? This is a good one. This is this is a no-brainer. Yeah.
Wow, what a great song.
I know.
Cool.
Perfect
All right.
for the end of winter.
Part 3.
Yes.
The 3 stands for 3 times, which is a new speed I've unlocked while watching anime shows. Is that it turns out you could go over 2 times speed. You can go to 3. And it helps
my
a lot.
God! You were just talking about how responsible you were with the speed of your ingestion.
I think this was responsible. I think this was responsible.
I mean, 3 is crazy because 1.5, you're already you're not getting any of the audio. You're not hearing anything. Everything's fucked up. At 2, it's ridiculous. Going to 3 is insane. You're watching the whole show in 8 minutes.
You know, I thought the same thing too. and then I got my Vyvanse prescription, and it started to make a lot of sense.
Okay, so that cancels out. So you were actually really just watching it at kind of regular speed for you.
It was actually probably even closer to being slow motion. Still, I'm on that fucking. I just popped a limitless pill, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Yeah, you're day trading with one hand, and you're watching. You're watching boys.
I'm cranking hog with the other, dude.
Exactly. Yes.
I gotta talk about going to get my Vyvanse prescription. So I've been doing remote psychiatry. You know, I just have video calls with my psych, and then they're able to prescribe me. And they sent my prescription to my normal pharmacy, and it was out of stock. And they're like, well, you know, I get a message from them like, hey, we're gonna send it to another pharmacy here. I look up the pharmacy, you know, they sent the prescription through, you know, you can go pick it up today. I check out the prescription, or I'm sorry, the pharmacy location. It's the one on UT campus. so it's my prescription is at the college campus in town. So I'm like,
weird.
Oh, okay, I guess I'll try to go get there. And I go there, and it's like,
dude, send you to the college to pick up Vyvanse. That guy's trying to hook you up with some pussy.
You know, it didn't quite work. I mean, actually, this is a very multifaceted, layered story here. But so basically, it's impossible to park anywhere. At least if you want to park for free. I could have parked in a parking garage for probably what would have been $2, given the amount of time I was going to be there. But out of principle, of course, I'm not doing that. Never. So I drive around the block 3 times, and then eventually there's a parking spot that opens up. It's in a 15-minute parking area. And I'm like, that should be plenty to go into a pharmacy and get my prescriptions.
You would think.
So I go into the pharmacy. There's one girl sitting there, and I noticed there's a sign that says, we will be back there. We are on lunch from 1 to 2 o'clock. It is 1:45. And I'm like, okay. So, which is crazy to not be able to staff your pharmacy that serves presumably 50,000 students that live on this campus. You know, or at least 20. There's probably 15,000 kids that get their prescriptions from this pharmacy.
I mean, it says we, so presumably there's multiple employees. You can't stagger those lunches.
There are multiple employees, yes, but they only have one pharmacist on staff. So
of course.
I'm like, okay, well, I will sit here and wait for my prescription. So I sit down, and there's 4 chairs, and 2 of them are occupied. One of them is occupied by a girl. She is taking one of the 2 middle seats, and then she is also occupied one of the other 2 middle seats with her bag.
Sure.
So I sit down. More people start showing up. They got out of class or whatever, and they're waiting for you know, the pharmacy to open. The 3 seats that are not occupied by the bag are now filled by myself, this girl, and a new person. Another girl shows up and stands, and she looks and sees that the chairs are filled, and just stands there. And the girl next to me, who has the bag, seems to either not notice or not care that her bag is taking up a seat for a human. So I don't tell. I'm like, do I tell this girl to move her bag?
Do not tell a college girl in a pharmacy anything. Do not engage.
No.
Treat them like a wild animal.
No. So what I did is I got up and offered my seat to the girl that was standing, and then that was the signal to the other girl to move her bag, and then it was all taken care of. Okay, I am 30 years old.
You know how to navigate these complex situations.
Yeah. So I'm 30 years old. I look every bit of 30 years old at this point. You know, I am exposed to the Texas sun on a daily basis. You know, I'm a wrinkled sort of paper bag looking man, a rugged. You know, a little devil may care sort of attitude about me, but
right.
So anyway, I get up to the front and I start talking to the lady at the counter because they've returned from their hour-long lunch break, and I get up to the counter and I give her my information. I have to say out loud my date of birth in front of a group of what is now probably around 12, 20-year-old women. You know, that's rough, buddy. Which is like the girl in front of me who went, her date of birth was 2007.
Yeah, right. Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, they hear 19 and they all just go like,
yeah, I was mortified. It was because it doesn't matter what the circumstances were that put me there. I shouldn't be there. You know, like
you can never explain like, no, it was I didn't choose.
You don't understand.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it's one of those circumstances where you have to start a sentence with "you don't understand," which is always bad.
It's not what you think.
Yes, that's the worst preface. Nothing that comes after "you don't understand" is ever going to be good or listened to.
People go to college at any age, but I mean, I don't know. Yeah,
I'm an every age learner.
Yeah.
So yeah, I get to the front. I tell them I release the information that I've been dreading this whole time, which is that yes, I am a 30-year-old man picking up my prescription from the pharmacy at a college university.
I'm 30. I'm here to pick up my butt ointment for my ass, please.
Yeah. This is
here to pick up my Valtrex.
Yeah, I mean I have my Alzheimer's meds, please. I forgot that this isn't my pharmacy because I'm decrepit and old. So she says, we actually haven't filled that prescription yet. I am parked in a 15-minute parking spot. I'm like, well, how long do you think it will take to fill that prescription? And she says it will take half an hour.
Yes.
To fill my prescription. At which point I say, I will not be getting my prescription right now. Thank you. And I send an email to my provider, who's then like, you know, we'll send it to your original pharmacy and you can go pick it up tomorrow. So it cost me what ended up being like an hour and a half of my life, I think, all told, driving there and then waiting and then driving back. To then end up going the next day to my original pharmacy to pick up my prescription. So that was great.
That's fun.
So there's my drugstore story. It's not like a drugstore story. It's not especially riveting, but it was painful. It was a painful one.
That's a good one.
Yeah. If I had left there with the shit, I wouldn't have minded so much. If I got my fix, you know, I wouldn't have been.
Yeah, you walk out of a place with legal drugs, you're gonna be like, you know what, it's fine.
Yeah, 30 limitless pills. You know, I'm fucking good. Yeah.
I got 1 month of being limitless.
Yeah, for sure. I'm living life without limits around all these 20-year-old girls. I just immediately. It's a good thing I didn't get them because I think it would be really distressing for these girls to see me rip open the paper bag, open the pill bottle, and just swallow them all right there. Yeah.
Just become way too smart and intimidate them greatly.
You know, college girls are afraid of intelligent older men. It's true. They don't know what to do with a man like myself as worldly,
tweaked out geezer
creeping, meth addict,
just crawling around on campus, crawling up walls.
I'm crawling on the ceiling. Yeah, Road twist.
Silently in the background, you just hear like a little skitter noise.
I'm in my chair. I climb up the wall onto the ceiling, then look down at the girl after rotating my head around like in The Exorcist. I'm like, would you like my seat?
Go to a vent.
Speaking of younger women, I have heard about this phenomenon of the Gen Z stare. Are you familiar with this?
I mean, kind of. I everyone kind of has a stare. I don't know. I don't really know what attributes are associated with the Gen Z stare.
The most common meaning is the blanks. This is according to Wikipedia. The Gen Z stare is a generally pejorative phrase coined by social media users to describe a blank stare that members of younger generations gives in situations where a verbal response would be more common or appropriate. It most commonly occurs in customer service interactions in response to ostensibly simple questions about products, services, or signage in the establishment, reflecting a generational gap instead of explaining Basically, there's they don't have social skills because they were deprived of them because of COVID, basically, or their lives got just or the internet.
People have just been like this for a while, but it's getting worse. This is just an updated form of the fluoride stare, which is a known phenomenon.
I don't know. You're going to be eating tubes of toothpaste to get that, I think.
That was just the name, but it was just sort of like it's just people just looking at you.
So I went on a date with a girl who's 25, and
okay,
on this date,
I guess this is barely Gen Z.
No, it's firmly, because we're like borderline. You and I are.
They
both
changed it. People used to say like, oh, Gen Z is like after 96 or something, but now they're like it's after 2000. I don't know.
But anyways, this girl's 25 years old.
Yeah.
And I carried on a basically an hour and 15-minute long conversation by myself.
Well, you are a podcaster. That's sort of your wheelhouse. I don't see how you would not do that. I believe in you. I believed in you.
Usually I get feedback, though. I mean, sometimes you do, I really have to prod you. Like, I have to kind of wake you out of your stupor that you fall into. But in this case, there was no waking.
No, dance for me, monkey. I wish I had a little bell. Ding, 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 dance for me.
Let's
see.
How about not dance for me? Just string together multiple ideas would be nice.
She's the one saying dance for me. I'm saying she's just like, let's go for it.
Oh, there was no calculation here. This is
she just has no idea.
First of all, she went to grad school, so she got out of college at 24 and has been working for like 1 year, and she works as in safety on construction sites. So all the people that she interacts with are like basically drunk 40-year-old men. Who have nothing going on in their lives whatsoever. So there's she's basically this. She was like capable of humor, but I had to get her there. I had to set her up. I had to spike. I had to pop the ball up so she could spike it. And there was at one point she was trying to explain to me she's been reading classic works of literature, and I was asking her what she thought. She read the picture of Dorian Gray or portrait of Dorian Gray or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And then I was like, what did you think about it? She's like, it was all right. It was good. And then she tried to explain how the books that she had been reading didn't have subtext. She's used to reading books that everything is immediately presented to you in the most obvious way possible, and there is no ambiguity of any sort, and actions are carried out for very explicit reasons to move the plot forward all the time.
Yes.
And she basically could not describe subtext. There was no, she's like, I'm not used to having books where I read it and then I don't, I understand all the things that happened, but the reason why they happened aren't clear to me, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And and that was rough.
Yeah, that's just like I was just reading this story. This guy on Twitter, he was talking about his wife was in a book club, and like they wanted something gay and foreign, and he suggested to them The Sailor Who Fell from Grace from the Sea by Mishima, and they read it and they couldn't talk about it, and the book club broke up. They couldn't figure out what to say about it.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a real struggle to get anything going. Like there was if there was going to be a new topic of conversation, it was not going to flow organically from her end. I just had to ask questions and receive answers that responded to my question and then elaborated no further. It was like it was like trying to navigate a labyrinth without a light. It was really like. It was brutal, but she clearly has like intelligence. She's clearly not like a dope. It's just that there's never been any attempt to mold it into anything or to like teach her to be her own person in any meaningful way, or like to think critically about things. It just is a completely unexercised realm of her mind, and these muscles of critical thinking have never once been tested because she grew up in an era of education where there's no expectation for people to actually engage with the things that they're learning about.
Yeah. And also definitely on SSRIs since she was like 11.
Potentially, yeah. But anyway, yeah, so that was punishing. What have you been up to? I got a few more things,
Exercise
but I want
for podcasting. For me, I've had some problems. I have computer trubs.
You got problems.
I got computer problems. A few weeks ago, I started noticing, my PC. It's my life, my everything. I lock the screen at night. I had the Windows lock screen, and then the monitors turn off.
And you kiss the monitor, and you say, "Good night, I love you."
Yeah, and I give it a warm glass of milk, and I tuck it in, and I would come back in the morning, and I would jiggle the mouse, and nothing would happen. And the computer was running, the fans were on, it sounded fine, but it wouldn't wake up. And it's not going to sleep. I don't have it set to sleep. It's just it just has it set so that the monitors, so the display turns off when I'm not using it, and they wouldn't turn on. So I had to restart it, and after I restarted it, it was fine. And so that was going on for a couple weeks, and then it would just start freezing as I was using it, like hard freezing, like mouse and everything. The mouse would just stop. Everything stopped, and so that. And so I was like, okay, I have to figure out what the fuck is going on here, and that led me into, a couple days of troubleshooting where I just tested everything. I was I don't even know what I started with, but I ended up, instead of using my hard drive, I booted up like a Linux USB, installed on a live USB drive, and that worked for like 12 hours. So I was like, oh, okay, it's something about my Windows install. And then as I was doing something to fix it, assuming it was the Windows install, the fucking Linux USB crashed. It lasted like almost a whole day. So eventually I figured out, I tested the RAM. It's got to be the motherboard. I don't even know how I figured this out. I'm goddamn, I'm a genius. I at one point I was like, the last thing I'll test before the motherboard is I'll replace the GPU with my old ass Radeon, what is it, a 290X from like 2015. That I have this crazy jank ass third party cooler with like 3 fans on it that's like not attached right. It's like bulging. Doesn't look like it's making really good contact with the actual GPU. Anyways, it's in the Unraid server right now. I took the power supply out of my Unraid server. I unplugged everything, plugged everything in the power supply into my PC, and tested that. It turns out it wasn't the power supply. I was so sure it was the power supply because I looked up my Amazon order. I was like, oh shit, this power supply is 9 years old. It's gotta be the power supply. It's not the power supply. Nope. So I tried replacing, the GPU, and then that seemed to work for a while, but then it didn't. And I don't even remember. Somehow I was able to figure out that what was happening was when my GPU downclocks and goes into a lower power state, the computer crashes. So
interesting.
That's probably just some kind of wear and tear with the motherboard because it happened with two different GPUs. So somehow the motherboard's not supplying enough power to the GPU when it sort of ramps down. So I just changed some settings so that the GPU is always at its max clock speed, or not. Maybe it's not. Maybe not its max, but it's it doesn't go down, to like the really low power saving levels, and that has fixed it. So
yeah,
it uses a little bit more power than normal. It's like I turn my PC just off at night now, so I'm not using that much power. But it's it's like idling it's using like 50 watts, so it's like keeping a light bulb on. It's not really a big deal. But I'll probably have to get a new motherboard sometime in the near future.
Do you when you trouble, because I mean this happens to me every like 2 years or so, something like it'll seem like it's over and it's completely catastrophic and there's no way I can fix this with my computer, and then I struggle with it for 12 hours and then my Windows never doesn't break again for another 2 years. Did you shower during this time?
That's a good question. I think so. Maybe at the end. I don't know.
Usually what happens for me is like I wake up, I'm like, okay, my computer is basically bricked. I wake up and I'm like, I'm just going to stay in my pajamas or in my underwear and undershirt all day and just be sweaty and just sit over my open computer and try every single fucking variation possible and then just accept that I'm going to be a gross piece of shit all day,
Oh yeah, I mean that's pretty much. I mean, but also those days aren't super uncommon for me anyways. And also I didn't really. It's not like I need the computer, to live right now. So I had a little bit more time. Well, except for the podcast. Obviously.
Don't let the computer hear. Don't let the computer hear you say that. What else you been up to, bud?
I smoked an entire turkey, and I've just been eating like nothing but turkey for like a week. That's been pretty good.
That's pretty solid.
Big ass sandwiches, and I made turkey soup. That's been fun. That's pretty much it. I don't
know. I have been watching for the last 3 or 4 days. I haven't had anything particularly good to listen to while working out or running. I'm just all of my podcasts and stuff I'm waiting on new episodes and. Been listening to audiobooks on and off, but I've been listening to YouTube takedown videos. I've been listening to straight garbage.
What is the takedown video?
Talking about how comedians are crashing out and stuff.
Oh,
it's like this guy,
drama tubing.
Bert Kreischer is killing himself with alcohol. Yeah.
Just like a new one.
Just mainlining.
I feel like there's a new one of those every month, and it's just there's been.
Yeah, absolutely.
His life can't have changed that much. I mean, I feel like he's in a bit of a. He's got to be in somewhat of a kind of a groove, like a pattern. I don't think he's spiraling quite as fast as all these video essays seem to imply. But yeah, there's always
I think he's got the cockroach gene, because he's got the looking at him. It's like you took a tomato and you've squeezed it not quite to the point where it's about to pop, but it's right there on the edge. Where it's if I put a little bit more pressure, this thing's gonna spew all over the place. This dude is bloated. But the one I'm on today, I'm on a new kick because I kind of exhausted all the one. Bert Kreischer was the one who I was diving into all of them. I was watching all of the takedown videos on him where he's he got kicked out of the bedroom by his wife because he has horrible sleep apnea and he won't use a CPAP machine, and he won't do anything to mitigate the fact that he is throwing up in his sleep and stuff and choking on his tongue or whatever. And she's like, I can't sleep next to you if you're gonna die, kill yourself next to me, Right. So he's talking about how he's been sleeping in his theater room and just mounding pillows on the floor, and he's just got a mound of pillows and blankets, and then whenever his wife leaves, he opens up VR porn and is like it is like he watches VR porn and talks about it as though he's the one having sex. It's it's normal crash out behavior,
Yeah.
But what I've moved on to is I'm now on Stolen Valor takedown videos, which are really great because there's basically endless instances of this.
Yeah.
And the ones I'm on right now are I'm really the one that's captured me is about the people who all there's like several people who have claimed that they've killed Osama bin Laden. And,
that type of stolen valor, not like the retarded guy like in the food court like trying to get cut in line or whatever. But like
no.
Yeah, the podcast guys are those guys rule.
Wow. I mean, it's all. I understand that there's a certain like okay, maybe I'm just I don't have the mindset to be one of these people, like I just am not built in a way that would put me in a situation where I'm going to be, a Navy SEAL who it ends up in one of these situations where you get to be the person who kills Osama bin Laden.
Right.
But I can't believe how much discourse there is around this thing. Like, I can't believe how much time is spent with these people defending the fact that they killed Osama bin Laden and talking about this, the details of their story that contradict the details of other people's stories. And like, people discussing what's true and what's not, and where people were in this building and where people weren't in this building, and whether or not, there were guards they were firing back, or whether or not they just walked in and they killed him and it was easy. Like, it's all of this is so ridiculous and absurd, and the people who are carrying on these stories talk about themselves being warriors while wearing like hats that say operator in the Call of Duty font and stuff. Like
they got the gamer sub sponsorship.
It's literally they've got like avocado fart energy drink next to them and shit. Like they're literally talking about this the way that people talk about like football players talk about games. You're like or like gamers. They talk about like they're literally doing video game lying. Like it's and they're people like these people they were literally the most elite special unit people on the planet, and they still have the mentality of 12-year-old boys bragging about who got the last kill in a game of COD or whatever. Like, you should have seen this kill cam I got. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, that's what I saw someone saying about. They were like, that's why they sent Delta Force into Venezuela, because if they sent the SEALs, they would have fucked it all up and then written 1,000 books about it.
That's so funny. Yeah, it's yeah. So that's the one I'm digging into right now. Is there's it's a 2.5 hour long video essay specifically about breaking down all of the different claims that exist for who has legitimacy as the person who killed Osama bin Laden. And it's really riveting stuff because again, again, I can't say that these people aren't obviously extremely capable of the thing that they made their career, right? These are people who reached the absolute height of success within that field. They were the elite of the elite, probably like the fucking 100 most deadly people on the planet or whatever. And they're the biggest fucking losers ever. It really puts things into perspective, I feel. This is another thing I was thinking about before we started. I was talking about this really funny Andrew Tate video about him talking about how like cooking is a waste of time. Yeah. Because people, if you're broke, you shouldn't be cooking because you should be out there like learning to play piano. Like in the time you could be cooking, in the time that you're cooking, you could be learning to play piano so that you can then become a concert pianist. Is like an example. He's the worst of examples. It's incredible. It's like this again, one of the things that is basically impossible. Like a 45-year-old, dude who works at he's a janitor, right? Like he's a 45-year-old janitor is not going to be a concert pianist. That is over. You know, he has 350 pounds. Like it's not happening.
No, your bones have all grown the normal way. You can't do it anymore.
Yes. Yeah, they didn't do the finger breaking rituals that they have to do to initiate you, you know, into Juilliard, you know, or like whatever. It's but these people are so, and this goes beyond like Andrew Tate. This goes to all like the alpha male, like roided out tough guy dudes. Is they're so fixated on being like powerful elite warrior dudes who are deadly with their bodies and stuff, as if that wasn't a role that immediately got subjugated and turned into like, you know, like basically those people all got bought. Like nobody has been at the absolute top of power because they were a big strong guy in 500 years or 1,000 years. Like it's just bragging about how,
well, it's
how
like kind of, but it's kind of before, like, it's before we invented like most of you know, most of civilization. It was like, I get, you know, you could be like, who was the last big strong guy who was actually in charge of everything? Like, I don't know, Genghis Khan or something.
Yeah, literally. It's literally like, so you have to go that far back to be like, it's like, okay, so yeah, you trained yourself to be like you die, you go into combat and die. Like the people buy and sell you, or you were bought and sold, you know, like you would have been a hired hand. You never would have been a major player, you know, like you would be out there in a battlefield getting thrown away. You'd be a number, you know? So like the idea, like, it's not even like fucking Miyamoto Musashi or something where you have like a dude who was like a legendary warrior. It's not like he was a fucking big hulking monster of a man or anything like that. You know, it's such a strange perspective, and like anybody who falls into this, and I think almost people have to be watching all of this ironically, right? There's no way anybody is watching this and being like, that's a person I want to emulate, you know? Like I refuse to believe it, because you would have to be so stupid to think that like anybody takes these fucking gigantic meat balloons remotely seriously. You know, and it
seems there's a large ironic aspect to it. You know, I don't think.
Thank God, because it's
they're
also clownish.
Every clip I see of Tate, he is like, it's supposed to be a you know, a clip of him like fucking grinding in the gym, and he's deliberately doing like the fakest, like he's like lifting like a 5 pound like really fast. It's like he's definitely doing it on purpose. He's like doing a fake exercise that's doing nothing and is not exerting any effort at all. It's for sure, that's for sure jokes.
Yeah, it's just there's again like the alpha male sort of subculture of the internet is so fixated on these people that like fought or like, you know, like trained to fight. It's like, it just doesn't, I guess it's like, okay, you can learn things from fighting. You know, people have always studied warrior philosophers, but they're just such clowns. They're a total fucking oafs.
Also just like, you can't, you know, there's no point in getting smart because you can't win arguments anymore. It doesn't even matter. Like, you can't at least definitively beat the shit out of someone, and everyone will agree that you did in fact beat the shit out of someone. You can't. There's no, no one's won an argument in like 50 years. So
yeah,
I guess
that means I've never lost an argument.
That is same.
Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Bam, 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 bam,
Logic.
Boom,
I work out at the library.
Fucking whatever the epic music is they use on TikTok, where it's like slow motion videos that like speed ramp of me getting out of cars and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, that's something I've been enjoying a lot of, is like learning about things that happened on Howard Stern 18 years ago.
That's good.
You know, like,
yeah, you should watch some Chris-chan documentaries all about him.
That's a tough one.
That's a good. That's
tough. That's tough.
It's pretty good. There's some good stuff in there.
I know it goes to crazy places for sure. The Howard Stern one, it's I can't believe that was the biggest radio show of all time. It's so shit. It's everyone on it is awful, and I guess that's the point.
Yeah, I mean,
man,
yeah, it's, yeah, it was just, I don't know what was. I mean, obviously, it was extreme. It was like, it was R rated, but yeah, I mean, I guess that was novel enough. I was always an Opie and Anthony child, and that was some good shit. Honestly, Opie and Anthony was funny as fuck. I have great fondness for like 2007 era Opie and Anthony.
While you were wasting your time building your mind, I was building my body and becoming an ultimate killing machine with absolute destruction. If I were to go postal, I wouldn't even need to build the what the fuck is that thing called? The killdozer. I am the killdozer. I could run through those buildings. I could destroy malls with my sheer willpower and force. The juggernaut is built in my image, as I can run through walls head first and suffer no ramifications at all. If they had sent me to kill Bin Laden, I would have brought the whole building down. I would have just fucking ran head first through the brick wall, tore the foundation out, and the whole thing would have collapsed on him. And I would have emerged from the rubble with his corpse in my hands.
Damn, that's so fucking hardcore. You should
watch. I also shot him first.
Who else would have a good YouTube video essays? King Cobra JFS was a good one. He just died recently, but he was a funny guy. That's a wacky character. Yeah, I don't know. I was trying to think of some more. I've definitely seen. There's been some good ones of those.
You seen any movies recently?
Yeah, Steven and no. I already talked about Steven and I watching whatever the fuck we watched. Yeah, no, I don't think I have seen. I don't think I've seen any movies.
Yeah, no, me neither. I just been fucking working and stuff. Going to Nashville next week.
What movies are even out?
Send Help, the new Sam Raimi movie. I listened to the commentary track for Spider-Man 2 again, which is my favorite commentary track of all time.
Yeah.
And I also listened to the commentary track for Spider-Man 3 as well. And Spider-Man 3 is up there, or Spider-Man 2 rather, is up there in terms of like one of those movie productions that is like miraculous. It's like the Lord of the Rings movie productions, basically.
Right.
Not to the same scope, but like in terms of like they basically were given, after the success of the first movie, they let them do pretty much anything they wanted. Like they had no limitations put on them. They, according to Sam Raimi, he would literally have not changed a single thing if he had financed it himself. And every single person on the commentary track talked about an instance where they talked to Sam Raimi about what they wanted to do with the next movie, and then that made it into the movie in some capacity. Like the actors all talked about like where they wanted the character to go, and they wrote the movie around that. And it's like they also my favorite section every time I've listened to this commentary track probably like 3 or 4 times. My favorite part is when they talk about the train scene, and all of them discuss there's 2 separate commentary tracks going on at the same time, but both of them discuss how it's probably one of the best action scenes ever made at that point in time, like the him stopping the train. And they talk about like just like what it's like to be involved in making something so excellent and to care so much about its quality. And like nobody will take credit for it. Like they all try to deflect credit for like getting this thing made as awesome as it is. And then I'm comparing that now to like you have actors doing press junkets like Timothée Chalamet, who are talking about how like their goal in acting is to be one of the best actors of all time, which is such an absurd thing to say as your goal as an actor. It's like, what do you mean you want to be one of the best actors of all time? It's like, it's not fucking basketball. Like, it's not like you can fucking quantify that, It's, anyway, whatever. The amount of care put into movies back then was insane, and I miss it. I wish
you're going to see that Markiplier movie?
have an especially huge interest in it because I don't know the source material and I don't know Markiplier really.
I mean, the source material is just like a minimalist indie game about being in a submarine. You know, like I don't think you have to be very familiar with it. It's just a horror game. You know.
How are people responding to it?
I mean, I assume I'm seeing like the same people who liked Five Nights at Freddy's, but they like it, so I don't know.
I wouldn't rule out seeing it. Wouldn't rule it out. It's not on my list right now. I might, if a buddy of mine says that he wants to go, I'll probably go. But maybe we watch that next time we hang out. Who knows?
Oh yeah, maybe.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I don't know anything about him or the thing it's based on. So, okay, let's see. Is that it? I think that.
I think so. By the way,
I covered on my ground.
By the way, the image up right now was this tweet by this Japanese guy telling a story about how this old man at the onsen was blow drying his balls right into his face, and he drew a primitive image of it, a drawing, and it's the funniest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. I like his kind of
his smile that he has. He doesn't seem even that upset about it.
I think he was pretty upset about it.
Oh, hold on. I gotta do one more thing.
What's that?
I've been making pizzas. I gotta do quick pizza bragging if you don't mind. Pizza bragging.
Yes.
Let's see. I'm going to send you a video here.
Oh my gosh.
So I have been making Detroit style pizzas at home, and my buddy came over. My buddy who's a chef came over, and we were just hanging out watching Pokemon the movie 2000, as you do. As two adult 30-year-old men, and I whipped up a pizza, and it was quite good. I was quite happy with it. And then I ended up really perfecting the dough recipe. And I brought. Can I even send this to you? This is 75 megabytes.
Nope.
Can I send this?
No, you have to upload it to like a Google
I have
Drive
Nitro, bitch. I got Nitro. I got that. I'm on that nitrous.
I don't, but okay. Yeah.
I'm sending it. But long and the short of it is that I brought my pizza dough into his restaurant today because he was in, and we whipped up some pizza in his oven, and then we finished it on his on the griddle here.
Oh yeah, should I play this on the?
Sure, go ahead.
On stream.
And then he is taking my recipe and he's going to put it on the menu. So I have officially have a menu pizza item.
You better get royalties.
I gotta say, this is pretty fucking bomb.
It's looking nice.
It's got the perfect it's like cafeteria pizza on crack.
Yeah.
Where it's got the bottom of it. I
don't even have the audio of this video turned on. I can tell that bottom's crisped up to hell just by the way the spatula's going through it.
What I've been doing is I've been, so this is cold ferment dough. I let it rise initially on my counter at room temp, and then I put it in the refrigerator for, a couple days to let the dough cold ferment, and then I'll bring it out and put it in the pan, and then let that rise in the pan for 2 hours, like way more than I usually would, like to the point of I'm like, is this overproofing the dough right now? Mm-hmm. And what that does is it creates so many tiny little bubbles on the bottom of the crust, so much surface area for the oil to go into and really crisp up. Right. And it's like the most perfect fucking bite. And I'm trying to send you another photo here. So I brought it in today, and I ran it by him, and then they had a couple of customers at the restaurant, and we were just taking out slices to customers, letting them try it. And feedback was good. Feedback was really good. There was one very drunk lady who was totally fucking over the moon effusive in her praise, that's the person I want the most. I want really drunk people to love this pizza. And I sent you another photo once it's finished with the Parmesan here. But I'm super stoked on this. This is I'm not changing anything in this recipe. This is it now. And the only reason I did it this way is that my oven sucks. In my apartment, and
right. Yeah, you
I
can
had to
still
learn
do a tray pizza, yeah, in a normal oven.
Yeah, and that's a slam dunk right there. That's the best pizza I've ever made, and I'm stoked. So pizza time, the little pizza bragging. I just had to do a little. I just had a little pizza bragging. That's all.
No, sometimes you got to do a little pizza bragging.
Yeah,
I did forget going back to a previous topic, but have you seen any clips of that CIA guy that's been going around on podcasts and telling stories? Similar to like a Navy SEAL guy. There's always like CIA guys who like they probably did work for the CIA, but it seems like they're just lying about everything. And people just people just edit these clips where they just like ramp up his voice so that it's like speeding up and slowing down so it gets like really high and really low, and he's just talking and, like every one of his stories about how he has to fuck someone he doesn't want to for the CIA, for the country. It's like it's so fucking funny. I don't know if is this one?
Elliot Spitzer, the former.
No, that's not the one I was thinking of. It's just like
I hate conspiracy theories that run amok, but you know the.
I don't know. There's one where he talks about how he has to fuck a really ugly lady, and one where he has to fuck a dude. And
come on, man. You're not willing to fuck an ugly lady for your country. You can't complain about that. Come on, man.
I know. Yeah, you'd think
we do. The rest of us do it for nothing. You know,
yeah.
like
we're supposed to do it for the game.
Yeah.
What was the other? And just I forgot to mention, like, for some reason, just having my computer off for a couple days just reset everything. So I had to. The worst part, I had to reinstall all of my browser extensions. Why did it uninstall them? How was that possible?
You literally just have to install uBlock Origin and you're good. You're set.
I mean, it's not available on Chrome anymore, by the way. So I had to find a dev build that like I install like, you know, externally to the browser, and then but the weird thing is it saved all my settings from all the extensions, but they just weren't installed. So I had to remember which ones I had installed and reinstall them. Ugh. You know when you do work on your computer and you just end up like going through everything and like organizing stuff. Like I'm going through the Unraid server and fixing a bunch of stuff, and I'm archiving things, and because it just makes you think of it.
I recently finally moved on from MPC HC because it is a dead.
I should do
program.
That, but
I have moved on to. I think it's still
MPV.
it's a fork of MPC. I'm on MPC HC, but it's like a fork that is. Oh. It's like MPC BE or something.
Oh, and, I think that sounds familiar.
I think it's literally called Black Edition or something. Okay. But which is very apt because the color palette of it reminds me of something that you would see as an interior on Pimp My Ride. It's got it's got the aesthetics of like early aughts rap, what is it called? Not glam rap. What's the genre called?
Oh, like bling era or something?
Bling rap. It's got bling rap aesthetics. It's got like the color palette you would have set on your like aftermarket speaker setup in your car, you know. And it's kind of charming in a way. It's really ugly.
MPC was always software built by fucking engineers and not designers. It always looked like something that you should not be using.
I swear to fucking Christ, I'm going to. I have to buy a TV the next month. I can't do this anymore. I can't deal with this TV. It's. I don't even know if it's the TV's fault, but I'm going to replace it because I've tried everything else. This thing is a goddamn fucking nightmare. I can't, and it might just be the Windows 11 is shit at HDR. Trying to play any HDR content is like. Oh. It's every setting. Trying to play HDR content, trying to get the frame rate to work, you know, because like the Windows wants to set itself to 24p when you bring a fucking movie up, and it's like it doesn't sync with the TV right. It fucks everything up. So it's like a waking nightmare every time I want to watch something on my TV at this point. So I just need to get a TV that has like a 120 refresh rate, and then just like, but whatever. That's. Now I'm just distracting from having to talk about Japanimation. I'm gonna go pee real quick. And then we can hear.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, you first?
No. You go ahead.
Oh, okay.
No, I was gonna say, fixing your computer makes you realize that you like I don't have any like USB sticks, USB drives, because they used to just be all over the place. They used to just be around, and then over time you lose them, and at some point they just stopped coming with everything. They just stopped showing up, like spawning around your house. Like you don't even know how they got there. So I'm just like I'm trying to install stuff and run stuff on my computer that I can't boot. So I need USB, I need flash media, and I have to use micro SD cards with adapters, and the adapters are kind of shitty, so I have to plug things in and make sure they're plugged in just the right way and not touch them at all, or else they fuck up. Or I have one USB drive that came with it had the printer software. I ordered a weird Chinese label printer, and it came with the USB stick. And I have to use that, and it doesn't work right. It doesn't work the same way as a normal USB stick. Something's fucked up with it because it's some weird Chinese thing. So I had to figure out which USB drives are good now and order those because I don't even have any anymore.
What do you need USB drives for?
Because when your computer's fucked up, you need USB drives. Like, what if you need to reinstall Windows, or you need to run something off a USB stick? And I was like, oh shit, they don't really make those anymore. They don't show up. They used to just be around everywhere, and now over time I lost most of mine, and so I had to I have all my options are pretty janky, so I had to.
My eyes just dance over them. I can't even
yeah.
I can't even imagine seeing them anymore. They're like a part of the furniture,
Yeah.
I usually just find a way. I end up just doing an SD card reader with an SD card, and that's how I get it done. It's
that's what I do. But my adapters are weird and old, so you have to plug them in just right, and if you nudge them, they might disconnect. So I don't like doing that. They don't even make regular size SD cards anymore. One time, I had this cheap. I had an SD card that went with something, and I was just it was the thing I fiddled with my hands while I and I just fiddled
it. Exist.
I fiddled with it for so long that it came open. I busted it open, and you know what's on the inside of this SD card? A micro SD card. It's just a big adapter. I don't even think they make the big ones anymore. Anyways, hold that thought. Now it's my turn to use the bathroom. I'll be right back.
He's gonna do a little pee. Let's think about what it means to go to the bathroom. Let's just sit and process this. Why is this a shameful thing? Why isn't this a thing that we're more willing to share? This kind of spins off into a topic I was thinking about, which is that we don't do a good job of letting people know that it's okay if their kids have a meltdown. It's not their fault. I go to a lot of weddings, and at weddings, people get super embarrassed when their kids start yelling. But it's well, the couple invited you and allowed you to bring your children. So it's really on them when you think about it. Oh, okay, yeah, your kid's screaming, shocker. A child is loud, We should also make fun of kids more for having breakdowns as well. So I think we should start clowning on them more. Because it's what are you doing, you idiot? Don't you know any better? Aren't you embarrassed? But maybe that's not good parenting. I don't know. Is this gentle parenting? Is it gentle parenting to make fun of your kids for screaming and laugh at them? Is that something? That reminds me of a story I read. Oh, I'm muted. Oh, I'm not muted. Oh, I'm okay, whatever. Reminds me of a story. Hello.
Yeah. Hello.
I was talking about how simultaneously we need to start reminding parents that it's okay if their kids have a meltdown because they're kids and it's normal. and also start making fun of children more when they have a meltdown and like bully them.
True.
Like if like a 3-year-old, like a 3-year-old having a meltdown, that's not on the parents. That's just like kids are gonna melt down like that, and then you need to deflect the blame back to the kid, and everybody needs to bully the kid.
Yeah, everyone's got to point and laugh. Yeah.
Yeah, you'd be like, oh, poor little baby, he's upset because it's loud in here at a wedding because the speakers are playing at 120 decibels and you've been up way longer than you ever should without having a nap, and you don't know what's going on and you're afraid of everything. Point and laugh. That's the kind of society because really the parents need to be reminded that this isn't their fault, and really the antagonist is the child, and we need to support these parents in their fight against their obnoxious yelling children.
Yeah, we gotta take these whippersnappers down a notch.
Yeah, we gotta put them back where they fucking belong. Put them back in their place.
Exactly.
This is going on for far too long. I'm ordering some toothpaste right now as well.
What do you mean ordering it? You mean putting it on your grocery list?
No, I'm ordering from Amazon right now. I'm getting some toothpaste.
Oh, okay.
What kind of toothpaste should I get?
I don't know. You got sensitive teeth, or do you just need like some whitening?
No. Whitening is the thing I'm looking for. I'm gonna get some baking soda toothpaste. I think that's the one people recommend is you get the baking soda toothpaste for whitening.
Yeah, I mean, I think everything's probably the same.
I have ordered 360 pieces of Orbit Bubble Mint gum, and also because I need to get this overnighted to me, of course, because I can't just go to the store and go get my toothpaste. I need to have it delivered to me tomorrow. So I've now ordered 360 pieces of gum and two packs of toothpaste, and it will be getting to me tomorrow morning. So I'm good now. I'm set.
Hell yeah. You should do some Optic White Advanced Icy Fresh toothpaste, some Colgate. That's what I use.
How's that working?
It's probably not good. I should probably use something else. I don't know.
You just mix it up. I literally never use the same facial cleanser twice. I'm just a sicko, and like I use a different one every time. Yeah, and like one of them at one point worked really well, and I haven't gone back to it since. I can't remember what it was. I didn't write it down. I was just like, it's like, damn, my face looks great. I have no acne, and then I just forgot.
Yeah, you just throw out the package. You're like, what was that?
Yeah. I don't think in that way. The way where I remember things that are useful and good for me. I just. Thinking about other stuff. I'm listening to my video essays about people who claim to have killed Osama bin Laden. I'm not supposed to. I'm not concerned about my complexion and the quality. And
then we were driving to the compound, and we had to drive through all the rings, and that's how you get the maximum point multiplier. We fucking. All right, enough dilly-dally. We got to talk about...
Oh, my God. Oh, I forgot one more thing.
Oh, yeah,
This goes back to them being 12 and being, like, gamer guys, basically, is they were describing... At one point, the guy who's, like, has the most spurious sort of claim, the most dubious claim, rather.
Yeah.
He talks about the briefing beforehand, the mission briefing. And he's talking about the woman who's played by Jessica Chastain in Zero Dark 30,
right.
The CIA lady. And he's like, yeah, she was briefing us on the mission. This lady's a total badass. She was giving us the breakdown of the compound. And she was telling us, if you can clear these security, if you ace the security guards on the second floor, you guys have got a real shot at the big dog.
We talked about this. No, I think we've had the same discussion before where, they literally describe it like a video game where it's like, they know, there's one, maybe it's the same guy. He was talking about like you're going to encounter Osama bin Laden's son. And if you can get the son, then
this is
it's
it.
like,
this is the same guy.
How do you know his son is going to be the first one you see? It doesn't make any fucking sense. Yeah.
Well, it's also like the nomenclature that they use. It's like if you ace the sun, you got a real shot at the head honcho. Like the stuff that you would hear like in the helicopter before a mission in Call of Duty.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's pure video game writing.
Yeah.
Like he's because they're talking about like he's a mini boss. He's literally a mini boss.
Yeah, you get like free look and like you can look around, but you're stuck in the helicopter and soaps across from you.
Yeah.
You know, like that's the kind of shit. Yeah, it's
Hilarious.
so funny. Again, like you're a hired thug. So anyway. Thank you to all. This episode is sponsored by your local VA. We want to thank all of our servicemen and women for their contributions, keeping our country safe and providing freedom to people home and abroad. Thank your veteran.
Respect. If you know any veterans, give them some props. Their backs hurt really bad, and they only get $5,000 a month for it. Okay, so please be respectful.
So please salute to service, and
we got to talk about this motherfucking anime. It's very good and it's very important. Okay, and the first
Dark Moon.
Hold on here. Let me find the first show is called Dark Moon. Everyone knows my favorite thing is when the first shot of a show is of a red moon. We've seen this many times before, and it's always like, oh, the first shot is the red moon.
One of my favorite tweets. One of my favorite tweets ever is about how it's like people think the world building is when wizards combine energies in their stomach in a unique way to do magic, but world building is when the moon is fucked up. That's it's when the moon is all fucked up. That's world building. That's yeah. Anyway,
this is
stealing other people's jokes.
Dark Moon, the Blood Altar. This is a manhwa. This is a Korean manhwa.
I gotta be honest. That name kind of goes a little hard.
The Blood Altar, or you mean manhwa?
Dark Moon, the Blood Altar is pretty sick.
No, that's nothing wrong with it. Troika is the studio. This one's about vampires. The opening is very funny, and it looks very gay at first, but actually it's a girl. There's a main character is a girl. And this whole episode is there's this academy, and they talk a lot about how there's definitely no vampires at the academy. And then you're watching it, and everyone's kind of weird, and you're like, I think all these people might be vampires in this academy. And then it turns out everybody in the academy is a vampire. So it really kind of failed on the security, the gatekeeping there didn't quite pan out. There's a dude named Helly.
This is just like the Arne no Jingenbo from last time, where there are definitely no paranormal creatures of any sort, and then everyone around him is a paranormal creature. Anyway. Right?
Yeah. But they're all the same paranormal creature, and it's the one they don't want in there. Yeah. So. There's a lot of boys. All these dudes, she's like the only girl in the school, and all these dudes are like gathering around talking about how they really want to become friends with her. It's like, okay.
Can you go back to that room real quick? That is the fucking worst feng shui I've ever seen in my entire life.
On the wall there.
No, the bedroom. I want to see the bedroom.
Oh, it's supposed to be fucked up, I think. I don't know. It's not messy though. It's just like the bed is in the wrong. Why is the bed like that?
Okay, is it like a thing? Is it like a plot point that the room's all fucked up?
Oh, you didn't watch this one, did you?
No.
Oh, I forgot you didn't watch. Okay, I knew this one was gonna be. I knew this one was gonna be shit. Yeah, I forgot, so I just didn't even have you watch it.
Is it because they sleep in coffins and they don't know what bedrooms are supposed to be like or something?
That's honestly a really good guess. I don't remember. I mean, I wasn't really paying that close attention to this because it's not very good. Spoiler alert! But they don't really bring that much attention to the fact that the room looks like this. But this definitely isn't supposed to be normal. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know what's
just
going
checking. Just because I'm like this is so wrong.
Yeah. No, but yeah, I don't. Yeah, there's a bunch of boys. She's very strong. That's how you know she's a vampire. She just keeps lifting things that are too heavy for her to lift, and she's very afraid that everyone's going to find out she's a vampire. But they're all vampires. It doesn't look very good. The characters don't really stand out. I don't like this guy's like long ass rat tail. Yeah, not a fan. Pretty boring. Kind of sleepy. For a show called Dark Moon: The Blood Altar, really. Not very adrenaline pumping, not hardcore, not metal.
That's something you should have where a dude's like missing an eyeball and he's got a big sword. You know, or like
no
he's
swords
like maybe
anywhere,
he has a spear. He's got like a spear or something, and he has to face down a bunch of demon lords. And
No,
he's got
there's no gods or demigods being given offerings. No,
no mountains that he has to
it's an
climb up while
academy.
fighting. No, sort of like he has to climb a mount, and then atop that mount he has some sort of epic struggle.
Nope.
And no assembly of a team. Okay, this is just like a lady with boys.
This is a lady and this boys.
That guy's got jacked up. He's got a mullet. That's like a Japanese mullet, right?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, no, it's a gullet. He's got a turquoise gullet. I don't like it at all. Really don't.
Yeah,
like
no, I mean, no.
I
don't know if Where do you get your hair cut?
From a lady that my mom.
The same woman has been cutting your hair for 20 years.
Yes, correct.
Okay. I get my hair cut. I have stopped going to a Great Clips after years, and I have started going to one of the local barbershop chains. It's like I'm paying $40 for a haircut right now.
Okay.
And my hair, I end up looking great. My haircuts look good, but everybody who works in a barbershop, this must be the case across many industries. Everybody who works at these hairstyling places have the shittiest hair. They've got the dumbest haircuts. Their hair looks like fucking it looks completely
they're sort of their meters get all
their hair maxing
get fucked up. Yeah, they lose sight of what's normal.
Yeah, right. And like they're really good at doing my normal white guy hair, but they themselves have like the like just like shitty jacked up mullets that are like dyed weird colors and stuff. They do a great job. I respect their work. But this is the same way in the food industry as well. Is like my buddy who comes from fine dining background. He eats like nothing but total shit when he's off the clock. He's like he's getting like Taco Bell DoorDash to him and stuff. Like that's common. Like everybody who works in that industry does the same thing. So I don't know if it's maybe just something about like the industry that makes you jaded. In the same way that I've shot a bunch of weddings and now I don't want a normal wedding. Maybe being in the hair industry makes you want hair that's abnormal because you're so tired of seeing normal hair.
Yeah, maybe they talk about hair normies.
Like, oh man, do you see that dude who came in here and got a low fade, low fade from a half up to a finger length on top? Anyway, so you didn't like this?
No, I did not.
No, talk about the lady.
Oh, I for a while now I've just been hitting. My the lady who cuts my hair has the little credit card thing that has the tip buttons, and I've just been hitting the max tip button for a while now because it's like she charges like $25 for a haircut, and it's just her, and I just go to her house, so I hit the like 30% or 20, whatever it is button, because it used to be 20, and she was like 8 years ago she was like, yeah, I had to up it. It's gone up like $5 or $6.
That's honestly a great little side gig. Does she just like a stay-at-home mom or something, or is she like a?
No, she has like the the section of the house that's the hair studio, and then they also have a diner that they run.
What the
for the last few
wait,
years.
Wait. Is this from the last few years? I was gonna say this isn't the other people we know that have a diner.
No, that diner's closed. No, this is the one I told you about this.
Oh, really?
I wanted to get a haircut last summer before we went camping, and I think I was talking to my mom about it, and she was like, "Oh yeah, so and so, she's busy right now because a drunk driver rammed a car into their diner and destroyed it." So they have to open, and like they can't get it fixed because like they're the owner of the building's waiting on probably a lawsuit or insurance money or whatever. So they just can't they can't do anything. So they had to move into a different building. So I was like, God damn. So yeah.
The first time I ever saw anime in my entire life, I can pinpoint the exact moment. This was when it was. I've known our friend Matt almost my entire life, and I was hanging out with Matt one time, and Matt's mom who was a great woman. She's an amazing person. Would just take me with her while they ran errands. So like we would go to like the grocery store with her or whatever, which is awesome. Like that's so funny that like we'd have a play date, and the play date would be like, okay, we're just going to Wegmans, But like one of the play dates was like, okay, Matt has to get his hair cut, so come over and we'll just go and you can hang out while he gets his hair cut. And I remember it was like the setup. It's actually even more bootleg than the setup that you're describing. This was at like a family friend's house. This woman cut his hair, and her children, who were a little bit older than us, were watching Dragon Ball on TV, and I saw Dragon Ball for the first time on TV while Matt was getting his haircut. Seminal memory for me. But
damn, you'd never seen anything up until that point. How old were you?
Probably about 5.
Oh, okay.
I've known Matt for fucking ever. Like that's so. But anyway, yeah, the haircuts. What were we talking about? Oh, this guy's got blue hair. Anything but the shows we have to talk about. Anything but the shows we have to talk about, please. Okay. So anyways, not good.
Moving on, not good. Next up is Dedo Accounto, manga, Synergy SP. I saw this and I was like, I don't like this dude's face. And then the opening, there's this big robot baby, which is kind of funny, honestly. But this is I was watching this. I was like, is this beat uppers? But it's not, because he's beating other people up. It's not really beat uppers, but he's like an asshole who films himself just beating people up on YouTube, I guess, which I don't think YouTube would actually allow. I don't think any website would really allow that. He just beats people up. Somehow he's able to make a lot of money from this.
This is a very cynical society he lives in, where like normal ladies are watching this and being like, "This is sick," like it's
Yeah, I feel like the girls. I mean, no one likes it. I mean, I get what it's like. Everyone watches it, but no one's really approving of what he's doing. They're just like, "What the fuck? What the fuck is this guy up to?"
Yeah.
Also, of course, he's Accelerator. He's voiced by the what's his face. He's Accelerator. But then you find out he's only doing this to make money for his terminally ill sister. So you're like, okay, and then seemingly his sister has been cured by miracle surgery, and then he's attacked by a green guy who is trying to get his phone. And then we find out that his sister actually has not been saved and has been dead the whole time, and he's been talking to her on his phone because he's delusional, and it's like a ghost that like latches onto your grief and whatever. So then this sort of Soul Reaper, Bleach guy comes in and has to beat the ghost up, but then he gets knocked out. So then the main guy has to beat up his dead sister's ghost. Honestly, this kept me on my toes. I thought I knew where this was going, and it took me for a ride where I was like, oh, okay, because you think it's gonna be like, oh, this guy's just an asshole, and then he's gonna like get thrown into like a death game with a bunch of other assholes or something. And then you find out the sister thing and you're like, oh, okay, it's going to be a misunderstanding and he's not a huge asshole, but then he's still going to get thrown into the death game full of really online like influencer assholes, but everyone's going to treat him like shit because they think he's, his his persona, his internet persona. But then it does all this other stuff.
Even could have like faked videos, that would have been a thing. But you hire people to get beat up by him, that could have been an option.
Could be.
But no, this we could work with this. We can work with this. This is completely serviceable concept for a shonen or a show of this type. We could totally work with this. I gotta say, I like the idea of people of cell phones becoming infected with ghosts. I think that's
sure.
I like it. It's very like mid-aughts. It's very like the movie Pulse is kind of close to that idea. I was entertained by this premise, and like you said, it kept me on my toes. And I need to see a little bit more out of the cast as far as like making them fun to watch, really. But like, I like this premise and setup and idea, and it seems like it's going to be an episodic show about going around and killing people's phones because they're they're infected with ghosts. I guess it is a little difficult to see how the show's going to have variety in that front, because like fighting is not the thing that's going to be like that interesting to me, you know? Like it's going to be like the individual strength of the episodes and like the people's personal tragedies that are manifesting these ghosts within their phones is going to be the thing that really makes this work. But first episode, I dug it. I thought this worked.
Yes. Yeah. Unfortunately, it's like it's not really an action show, but it doesn't look great. So it's no. It can't really do once it gets to like the climactic parts. It's not going to be super flashy. But yeah, it was a relief that like it turns out all our characters aren't going to be like assholes who hate each other like one of these like you expect, because it starts out seeming like one of those shows. So it ended up being pretty coherent, decent concept.
I gotta say, there's actually something like smart and insightful behind, because it doesn't really get into the way that it doesn't get into the reason that the ghosts exist. Like it doesn't really get into the mechanics of that. But there probably is something you can do about like the idea of people put this much of themselves online, and like so much of their life is manifested online that there's like a trace memory that exists there.
Yeah, I assume
ghosts are then able to latch on to that because there's a humanity that exists ethereally on the internet that's a residue of this person that they can then take a corporeal form from, would be my guess.
Yeah. I think it's like kind of a, like a typical ghost thing is that someone is holding on and has, is providing some kind of energy with which this thing can like live off of. And so, the arcs you'd think is going to be, everything is every episodic, instance is going to have to be someone like letting go of something, which is, it's a good premise. It works.
Yeah, digging it. I completely serviceable. We used to get a lot of these, I think, not like specifically this premise, but like
kind of, yeah.
This a quality level of this premise, where it's like this would be completely normal in 2015, but things have gotten so lazy since then that it's like you're either getting premier, really well-developed, thought-out content or straight trash. So something that falls in between is a nice little fucking morsel, I'd say.
Yeah, because usually it would be like you have to set up your character, and your main character is like the detective or whatever, and then we have to meet some other unimportant character who's just in this first episode, and then they have something that they're sad about. So having it be the main character, and also there's just like it just sets stuff up well, where it's like there's like a time skip, and then he's in his apartment and there's trash bags everywhere, and he's texting his sister, and it doesn't bring that much attention to it. But then later when you find out his sister's dead, you're like, oh, that's why his apartment was a mess. It's like there's a little bit of thought into it.
I'm slapped. This is what we call a solid 7. This is a solid 7 out of 10, baby. Sure. This is above average, and I'll take it. I'll take above average. This season might as well be a fucking masterpiece. So, yes,
that's right.
I liked what I saw of Dead Account.
Next up, another great title, Hell Mode. Hell Mode, specifically Hell Mode, Yarikomi Suki no Gamer wa Haisettei no Isekai de Musou Suru. Hell Mode, the hardcore gamer dominates in another world with garbage balancing. I like just Hell Mode. I think Hell Mode by itself is a good enough title.
Are you sure?
I like that.
Because I really needed the extra details, because like I wasn't really hooked.
You need to know what it's about. I mean, come on. Yeah. What are you going to do? Just open up the book and read it?
Straight up. Putting that everything that comes after the colon there, it destroys any of interest. Like
there's nothing you can put after Hell Mode that improves Hell Mode. Come on.
No, I think Hell Mode just colon would be pretty awesome.
The word colon spelled out. Hell Mode colon.
My medical report.
Yeah.
That's what happens when I went and got a looky loo from my GP. But
this is what we call a Hell Mode. You're just like you're on fentanyl. You're like,
no, fentanyl sounds awesome until you die from it. I gotta take a little bit of onus. I disagree with this the title that comes after the colon here, just because like the hardcore gamer dominates in another world with garbage balancing. The world does not have garbage balancing. You chose garbage balancing. You made it's not like the world itself
has garbage balancing. He chose the world that has garbage balancing.
It offers garbage balancing.
Yeah, no, it's definitely his choice. It's made abundantly clear that this is a voluntary isekai. This is a vol isekai.
The hardcore gamer makes the decision to destroy his own life by putting himself at a huge disadvantage.
Yeah, which, this crazy disadvantage is just like it works the way every other isekai does, is he gets born as a baby. By the way, this is a light novel.
Is leveling up isn't even that? Is he supposed to be like fucking busted by the time he's like 5? Because he's already like able to do decent amounts of magic when he's a toddler. Like, anyway,
he's a hardcore gamer.
Can I just knock this out? Can I just knock this out here? Let me just. Okay. So like, okay, yeah, this guy's a 35-year-old office worker sort of character. He played an MMO and was disappointed that the game ended, or something like that, or
sorry, by the way, but like the way they present it is like he's bored of games, which it would make more sense if he had beaten the last game he played, but he says it's end of service. So like he didn't even. It's not like clearly it's meant to be like, oh, he finished all the content of his last game, or he beat, he just 100%ed everything, and then he's like, I need something harder, because that's the premise, is he wants a harder game. So then why would it open with like, oh, the game is ending, its servers are closing down? That doesn't make any sense.
It's because it's adapted by a 60-year-old man who's never picked up a video game in his life. But anyway, he gets reincarnated in another world, shocker, as a baby to this family of people who it seems like their number one pastime is smiling.
Is being really hot. They're always this is a Mushoku Tensei and yeah, it's like you have to have a hot, nice family.
Yeah, they're like overly nice, and like he doesn't get beat, and like there's no like they're not dirty all the time, and like they have friends, and so he gets reincarnated there, and he's like, okay, I can use magic even though I'm a baby, but like he is able to access the magic menu, but he's not like advanced enough to actually summon anything. He seems like the thing he's going to do is he's going to summon a lot of creatures, and mostly he's been summoning like sort of benign little critters. And does he do anything with that in this first episode, Declan?
He just starts learning magic, and he has to hide it from his parents because he's a baby. He's a sentient baby, and so he just has grimoires and spells and stuff.
This was the 3Xer. This is a 3Xer for sure.
3X this one.
I'm 3Xing this. This is like, there's no way, because it's one of the shows where somebody just talks to themselves the entire time. Where he's like,
what if I can do this? Yeah.
I wonder if okay, these. Skills
so that's how this works.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Just nonstop. That. Yeah.
Oh, I've exhausted all of my mana. Looks like I'll have to wait before I'm able to summon another creature, and like, and then there's like a couple of misunderstandings. Raise my stats. We need a bingo card. We need every season we go into. We need a bingo card where we to like, it's like, okay, we need Isekai. So that's how my stats go up. Like fucking that sort of shit. But he gets born in another world and he can summon stuff, and there's no drama and nothing happens.
Yeah, which, like, it seems to me like a lot of these are just an excuse to just have a show where, like, the setting is just like this quaint countryside, homesteading life, which... Just do that. Just really all in on that.
Yeah.
Why it doesn't have to be a video. I don't think anyone is going like, ooh, but it's a video game. Like, just it's.
Now I'm intrigued.
The parts where it's nice are where it's like this, beautiful countryside, and he's got a fucking hot 19-year-old mom, and
sucking on tits.
there's neighbors who like come and help out when she's giving birth, and he's got a feisty neighbor girl who hits him with a sword. And it's just like just have it be that. It's fine.
Total fantasy wish fulfillment. Like,
not
but
fantasy.
not like an
like
extreme.
Just have it be.
No. Not literal fantasy. It's like pretending that there was a version of human life that was this ever.
Yes.
Just like making pretend that there was a version of life that was subsistence farming, but everybody was a glowing, radiant, happy goddess. But the moment he got like how many fucking times do I need to see somebody open a grimoire?
I've never seen someone summon a grimoire and been like, "Fuck yes, dude."
the moment that I have to look at what's inside of the grimoire, I'm out. Grimoires can exist as props for people to do fake magic, but not like I don't want to know what's going on there. It's a justification for other things that are interesting, not an end in and of itself.
No,
it's not.
I don't want little time with the grimoire as possible.
Yeah, it's like if you're playing Pokemon and your favorite part of Pokemon is going through the menus to like sort to find your Pokeballs in Gen 1. It's like okay, I have to go through past the fishing rod, past the town map, past the repels. Okay, there's the Master Ball, not using that. It's needless tedium, and then unfunny comedy where he's summoning a big bug, and this is a joke. I'm gonna let my cat out real quick.
Go for it. Yeah, his dad also kills a huge boar. I love this angry guy up here stabbing the boar. Like, man, I'm fucking so pissed off about this fucking thing. That's a really good face.
I'm back.
Welcome back. Yeah, this one wasn't good. My last note is a lot of my notes on these shows end with "fuck you." Kind of feeling.
Yeah, that's stinky.
This one's a fuck
right
you.
There.
Yeah,
that's a stinky one. Again, that's a 3Xer. That's all you need to know right there. Is if I'm hitting the 3X, I literally might as well just close down because I could probably get everything that's happening. I'm not gonna miss anything.
You're not gonna miss much, yeah.
But just in case, there have been some 1.5Xers where I've come back and I'm like, okay, actually hold up.
Slow it down.
Let's run this back. This back real quick. Maybe there's more going on here. But 3Xers, it's over. You're not coming back from a 3X. It's
tough to
You've lost your entertaining me privileges.
Yeah, for sure. Well, speaking of all of
Christ
that,
almighty.
Speaking of all that stuff we just said wasn't good about that show, how about my favorite two words for a show to start out with, Tensei Shitara. I'm starting to recognize these Isekai terms. Tensei Shitara, Dragon no Tamago Datta, reincarnated as a dragon hatchling. Light novel, Felix Film and GA Crew, or maybe it's Gakru, I don't know. This guy is an egg now, and he's hatching. And all this very slight praise I gave to the last show about how at least there's this sort of setting that's pleasant where he has this family, and it's like there's kind of like some, not really world building, but there's like a pleasant vibe to the setting. Imagine if that was gone and it was all the talking to yourself. Now also, we need
it's monologue isekai, which is its own genre.
Yes. Also let's remember the steel man of the monologue isekai is that spider show. So I'm a Spider Show What, which was bottom of the barrel garbage, but the voice acting performance by Yuki Aoi was so goddamn good that it really like almost saved the show. I mean, I didn't watch the show, but it was the only reason why the show was even close to watchable, was because she was going fucking crazy the whole time. And she's so good. And this guy is just some guy. I'm sorry. He's probably a good voice actor, but he's not really. He's
probably a good man.
He didn't fucking smoke meth like Aoi Yuki did, like for that show, for this. So, Yeah, so he's talking to himself about stats, and he's looking in the mirror and he's seeing a dragon, and he's like, "Whoa, I'm a dragon egg," and he's explaining the stuff that you're seeing on the screen, and then he beats a thing. He talks to himself a lot. He almost gets killed by humans, but he gets saved by a lady. And he turns into,
and then he's not an egg anymore, and then the
he
show's
stops being
name
an
is
egg
wrong
very-
forever.
which Digimon is this? I am having trouble placing the. It's definitely
It's all of them. It's every
definitely
Digimon.
It's
It's all the Mons smashed into one. You
Mhm.
know, it looks like all the second generation Digimon smashed into
Okay.
one is what it looks like to me. You know, but I can't recall their names off the top of my head. It looks like Agumon.
Okay,
But
gotcha.
there you go. It looks like Agumon. It looks like what's the bunny one?
Tamagomon. Usagimon, probably.
But no, Tamagomon would be an egg still. This is no longer an egg.
It
So the
is
title
true. He
is-
stopped being an egg.
got this vestigial egg title that will no longer
Dragomon.
be relevant for the rest of the show. All right. This is a 3xer. This is the easy 3xer.
I think I subjected myself to only a 1.5x on this bad boy.
that's brutal. I'm sorry you had to endure this twice as long.
I
as
had
did,
to
but
watch this
even
for 16 whole minutes.
I know that you've many 16-minute instances left in your life, but you lost one of them to this.
Yep.
This is nothing. This is like this is sub nothing.
This is one of those shows. It's it's
This is AI.
maybe
This is written by AI.
Maybe
Fuck.
cliche, but I mean, yeah, I would rather watch nothing. I'd rather just sit here. I'd rather just
Yeah, no,
sit.
seriously, you would be better off sitting in silence for 16 minutes just
Yeah.
thinking.
If you
easily.
told me like, yo, just hang tight, I would sit here for longer than 16 minutes without even a second thought. Like I would come to and be like, oh, how long have I been sitting here? It would probably be like at least 28 minutes, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah, it's torturous. This is torturous. This is anti-entertainment. This is
Some CIA guy's
this
going to be
is-
on a podcast talking about, we showed him Tensei Shitara Dragon no Tamago Datta for 10 minutes and he told us everything.
Yeah, for 30 seconds and he killed himself. He found a way to break his own neck.
He somehow bit down into his own jugular and bled out before we could even reach him. I don't know how he did that.
Does this make us the tier 1 operators of the world and we can deal with this? I would love to see a Navy SEAL sit through this.
Yeah, we fail all the physical tests, and then we're sitting in the torture where they're like playing water droplet sounds over and over for like 20 hours, and we're just sitting there like,
it's relaxing.
yeah, like do I get to stay here? This is great. You guys are.
So you guys
I get all the water I can
medical
drink.
Tunic. This is sort of like a medical outfit here where it doesn't have like an ass covering at all, but it's kind of cozy. I get to take this home with me. So this is like, because I would love to sit in this while recording.
Yeah, everyone behind the one-way mirror is like, how the fuck is he doing this? They're all like slumped over.
I studied the blade. I studied the Japanese teachings of
studied
torture.
the egg. Yeah.
Seasonal anime. Weren't there seasons where there were like 40 shows and shit?
I think our highest might have been like 36 or something like that. Maybe we got up to 40.
But I think
it was absurd. Yeah.
Not during our time, but I was thinking like earlier, like in the mid-aughts, I think
well,
there's a point where
famously
there
in
was, like,
2006
40-something.
is when things reached like a tipping point where like it kind of crashed after that, because spring 2006 did have 60 shows. Including, I
insane.
believe,
That's just-
Haruhi, Death Note, I think Code Geass might have been.
Oh, yo.
So it was crazy.
Check this out. I was talking about the best years in music, and like this is the one that came to mind for me, and it's universally agreed upon as the best year ever. Would you like to hear 1969 in music?
Oh God.
Would you like to hear?
I mean, like
Okay.
it's like that's like what 1969 is the most famous for ever. Yeah, I mean it must be pretty wild.
King Crimson, In the Court of the Crimson King.
Okay.
Abbey Road by the Beatles. In a Silent Way by Miles Davis. The Velvet Underground by Velvet Underground. Hot Rats by fucking Frank Zappa. Townes Van Zandt self-titled. Everybody Knows This Is Nowhere. Neil Young's Led Zeppelin 1 and Led Zeppelin 2.
They used to put out shit so fast. I didn't think it would be both of them. I didn't know it was both in 1 year. That's hilarious.
Let It Bleed by the Rolling Stones.
Yeah.
Stand by Sly and the Family Stone.
Okay.
Fucking Willie and the Poor Boys by Creedence Clearwater Revival. Green River by Creedence Clearwater Revival. The band self-titled. The Stooges self-titled. Dusty in Memphis by Dusty Springfield. Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young self-titled. Allman Brothers self-titled.
Mm-hmm.
This is all the Dad Rod classics all in 1 year. Trout Mask Replica if you want to get a little bit outsider with it. The Tommy by The Who. Bayou Country by CCR. CCR 3 albums in 1 year. Yeah, like we will go 5 years without having a single album of any of those quality. Grand Funk by Grand Funk Railroad, banger. But yeah, we will go 5 years at a time without having anything in that quality released in the music space. And it's like legendary video game years, legendary movie years, But anyway, that was just cracking me up because it's like
that is funny.
Led Zeppelin 1 and 2 in the same year is so funny.
Do you have a record player? Do you do records?
I do. I own a record player. Yes.
Oh, you do?
Yes.
I might send you a record, or at least recommend you buy one. I bought one for Steven.
Oh, what is it?
That band I found on YouTube, Destructo Disc. Their vinyls are back in stock, and they have a record that's 2 of their best EPs in one.
Shit!
So that's worth getting, I would say.
Sweet.
Anyways,
I've been thinking about doing next time I'm up there this summer. If I got the spare scratch, something I want to do is wet plate collodion photographs, which are like the earliest sort of commercially viable photographic technique, which produce a positive image out of. So like basically, you need a dark room, which is not difficult because the chemicals aren't sensitive to anything other than they're not sensitive to red light. So you could just basically have a room with a red light bulb in it, and it's like you're totally chill. But it produces a positive image, and I want to do a photo shoot with Matt and his lovely wife and their baby, and then some of my friends and shit. And I think it'd be so cool to be able to give those to people as gifts. But let's see. Anyway, that's completely irrelevant to the shitty ass dragon show.
Yes. After the shitty dragon show, we have another show that starts with 2 words I am beginning to recognize now. Akuyaku Reijou wa Ringoku no Outaishi ni Dekiai. Wait, Dekiai. Sareru. We got an Akuyaku Reijou. The villainess is adored by the prince of the neighbor kingdom. Light novel, Dean. This is the one that with the funny names that we've been looking forward to. Her name is fucking.
If it wasn't for the funny names, her name is Tiara Rose.
Tiara
Lapis,
Rose.
Clementile.
That's great.
Clementile is going to marry Hartness, Prince of Lapis Lazuli. If this didn't have the funny names, I would be thinking that you were fucking with me somehow and put a show from a previous season in the spreadsheet just to test me.
This is becoming a more sort of ossified formula than even the isekais. Like every single one is identical except for like sort of the visual style. I mean, there's been one almost identical to this in this season, where there's the same confrontation in the ballroom, the same fantasy of being able to win arguments, But yeah, she's become the villainess. She's playing a video game, and then she becomes the villainess, and then she's broken up with by her mean fiance, and is then proposed to by another man who sees her who he is. This show weirded me out just because of how fucked up the eyes look. The eyes are cold and empty. They look mind broken. The pupils are up way high, and they're not really pupils. They're like kind of just like a peninsula of the darker part of the eye. Like everyone looks fucked up.
Looks like a Klingon warbird.
It's bad.
This is so the only thing I retain from this that would be remotely unique from other shows of this type, and even this, I think we've seen a show where the same thing happened. Where is that the only personality trait I got out of her was that she says at one point that she likes to eat sweet treats because they make her happy, and then she eats pastry.
Yeah,
and then she eats some cookies, and I'm like, you and fucking everybody else, man. Yeah, I know. Yeah, sweet treats make me happy too. You fucking bitch. You conceited cunt.
And then she's like, "Why did you make me these cookies?" And her assistant's like, "I thought they would make you happy." It's like, all right,
How did you know they would make me happy? Yeah. How did you know that eating treats makes me smile and makes me a happy girl? I gotta go fucking pee again. You can.
Okay.
One, I think you can solo this one.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, what's going on here? Yeah, I mean, this is usually like usually in this type of show, it's like a normal girl, and then she gets put into the body of this horrible, shallow bitch. But like, I guess is the original character supposed to be evil? I guess she is, but like the new girl doesn't really like do much. She doesn't stand out, all that much. She just kind of eats cookies. I think that's what Ethan was talking about. But yeah, this one gets my last note is another fuck you with a lot of exclamation marks. I like this. This girl looks particularly Asian. Her sort of rival is very Asian. And again, same thing happens. Is like he decides to instigate this sort of breakup in the middle of a party, in the middle of a ballroom, and her being the experienced, video game player instead of the character herself is able to navigate this argument much more expertly, but still ends up getting the breakup and then ends up with this other guy. So I don't even know what's going to happen in the rest of this. We never see what happens in the rest of these shows because I don't know what could happen from here on out. She's with this guy now. Like, what is going to be the rest of the story of the show? I couldn't tell you. I don't know. Welcome back. I think we're just about. And this face was funny. We're just about finished with this show. I think. I was just saying. I don't know what could even happen for the rest of the show. We never go more than one episode into these. Like what? I don't know what could happen from here on out.
Did any of these end up being like classics or anything?
There's one that people like the first one. Yeah, like one from like 5 or 6 years ago. There's people like.
Maybe we have to spin that up to see what happens.
Yeah, we should watch at least one that people like. It's probably good.
Yeah, because like I'm gauging this based on having no knowledge of. Maybe all these things are setting up stuff that'll pay off later on.
Yeah,
I'm ignorant to that.
Could be, but it's all the same setup all the time. Yeah. Nexto. Oh boy. This show has like 3 titles. It's usually called Hikuidori, aka Ushuboro Tobigumi, aka Oedo Fire Slayer, The Legend of Phoenix. This is a series of novels being animated by Synergy SP. I say animated, but really it's more like it's some kind of alchemy. It's not natural. It's not good. I was watching this. I was like, "What the fuck is that?"
I would say this is being assembled, not created. This is being this is manufactured.
Yeah.
This is being alchemically designed. This is no sort of
stacked up.
This is not an animation project. This is an experiment.
This is a combobulation. I mean, look at it. This is just ass, and it's about whatever period this is. Everything's made of wood, so there's firefighters, and they treat firefighting like it's some kind of like telepathic, like psychic, like you have to feel like you just have to know things, like you have some kind of innate sense of fire. I don't know. They treat it like it's like
tier 1 operators treat shooting down Osama bin Laden.
Yeah, you got to just like fucking sense it, man.
Civilians could never know if a house is on fire or not.
Civvies don't know how to run around the smoke. You gotta do a bunch of twists and kicks.
When we were in training, they were teaching us how to smoke dodge, and that's when I realized that I had what it takes to.
To
live on
you have to hike through 15 miles of wilderness with 150 pounds on your back, and also everyone's trying to fuck you.
Everyone's trying to fuck you, and also they're shitting on you. You're getting shat on and
being on you the whole time.
When I was going through basic,
but also you really want to go into town and drink at a bar and write a book. That's the hardest part.
Do you? Yeah. Do you like when I shit on you? It's like, yes, sir. Yes,
you like that shit, boy?
I love getting shit on, sir. I love getting shit on and peed on. And that was day one.
That was just day one.
We had no idea what we were getting into.
Day one, I drowned. They drowned me. I wasn't even supposed to live. I just drowned. I was out for 15 hours. They brought me back and then pooped.
There was when we had to do the cum dip. Yeah. They had the big vat of cum that they dumped us into head first and held us under there.
15 degrees Fahrenheit outside. You got to go right into that cum. No shirt, no nothing.
We're completely naked, buck ass naked. They have a funnel in our mouths, and we are swallowing. I don't know.
You going down 100-foot slide. You got to clench your butt so hard to keep all the cum from going.
And that's what fosters the brotherhood. Between us who have been there in the shit. It's like, I can't relate to a civilian who's never drank 5 gallons of cum in one sitting.
Gone down the cum slide. No.
Yeah, Bonnie Blue is the only person I have any amount of respect for in this world.
Bonnie Blue is an honorary Navy SEAL.
She's the only one that's fucked enough dudes in one sitting. Yeah. You know, that's... Anyway.
Anyways, yeah. This treats firefighting
come on, man.
As some kind of strange martial art. It doesn't really work. And also the show is a horrific CG monstrosity where no one can emote properly. And it looks like a 90s like Windows FM, not even, like a CG pre-rendered cutscene.
How do you get here from like Edo period firefighting? Like, how do you get to this as the tone?
Yeah, that's such a how do you ruin this? It's like a kind of a slam dunk.
It seems like a win, right? Like it's like dude has trauma from firefighting, is out and gets sucked back into the world of firefighting because he's needed. Like,
I mean, god damn.
Like, I could write this in an afternoon.
Like, now hold on. Let me hit you with this now. What if we had this, but also the music is ass too? What if we had a bad like off-brand I Love Rock and Roll playing with like with like clapping and stomping?
I am so glad that you got that same fucking thing out of that.
It absolutely is. It's like
Yeah, but this is
fucking terrible. Why did I think that was Kiss? By the way, that's like Joni Jets and the
Joan Jett and the Heartbreakers.
Yes.
How did they throw? Like, how did they throw like firefighting? Like, it's like, dude, are you serious? Like,
they rolled a fucking 1 on this shit. Yeah, firefighting's the coolest thing ever.
Yeah, that's a critical miss.
I have a bunch of firefighters in my family. I was watching this like this is the gayest shit ever. What are you doing?
Yeah. This is like firefighters are the last people who have universal respect with zero incredulity. There's no
pretty much
like there's like nobody like, you know, like the medical system, obviously at this point, like people are so skeptical of everything in that field. Nobody trusts doctors or nurses. Nobody trusts the military. Nobody trusts police. Firefighters are it. They're the last people that are universally beloved, and you manage to make something where nobody's likable or interesting.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Actually, kind of incredible to have accomplished that. It is in its own way.
Just the faces.
A noteworthy accomplishment.
Yeah. They made Land of the Lustrous like 8 years ago, and they made rocks more likable than firefighters.
That's so funny.
Look at this guy's face. Like, no one else's face is even stylized, but this guy's just a fucking Easter Island statue for no reason.
He's carved out of wood.
Yeah.
It's that's horrible.
No. Nope. Not from me.
No, thank you.
These guys like, oh no, the faces.
They're
Can't stress it enough.
Triplets. The triplets here, all running away from this fire.
Yeah,
Three dudes with the same genetic code.
Really quadruplets. I mean, and then there's a little version.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah. There's a mini meat back there. All
right. Let's we've come upon an oasis in a dry desert.
Okay, I'm glad that you glad you got enjoyment out of this. Please tell me about it, how you appreciated this, and I will get secondhand enjoyment from you.
Okay. Jingai Kyoushitsu no Ningengirai Kyoushi, a misanthrope, teaches a class for demi-humans. Remember that other demi-human show from a long time ago? That was also that was good. Light novel Ass Read or Ass Read. I never really know how to read the name of this studio, but after the last few shows, I was like, oh my gosh, this one actually has cute girls. I called dibs on the Gyaru-ish one with the forehead. That one's mine. Most of my screenshots are of her. There's also a fish girl. There's an angry, kind of formal lolly. There's a nervous, shy horse, or she's a wolf. She's a wolf girl. And then there's this one who's, I don't know, she's like a nurse or something. But it's a dejected former teacher, and he's done with teaching, but he needs a job, so he gets a job teaching at this mysterious like school in the countryside in the hills. And it ends up being a supernatural school where all the girls are special magic monster creatures.
They're special needs, as it were.
They are special. And yeah, the school is crazy. Whatever. The premise is whatever. But there's girls. The main girl is not main. The one I like. She's a bull-headed shrike, which sounds like a pointed insult, but that is in fact the name of a small bird. Yeah, I drank this down like it was a cold glass of water, and
as if it was the last water you'd ever drink in your life.
Yes, like it was kind of like it was if it was kind of suspicious water, like it came from a stream that was relatively clear and cold. But I was like, I don't know, I might pay for this later. So it's it's not. There's nothing really special about it, but it's just like the colors, the character design is nice, and I was just like, oh, I'm just glad to have a show with some nice girls in it.
You don't know what will happen for sure if you drink the water, but you know what will definitely happen if you don't drink the water.
Yes, yeah.
So like it's who knows what tomorrow might bring, but for now you get to potentially you've been given life, and there's so much talking. There's so much talking.
As opposed to what? I mean, it's a slice of life comedy.
But the talking is like them sitting around talking about what foods they can't eat for lunch because of the animal that they are, and then them congratulating each other on being polite. Fish. They're congratulating each other on being polite for offering their food, and that's like 8 minutes. It's like 8 minutes of the show is them talking about what they brought for lunch.
8 minutes that flew by. Let me tell you, buddy.
Yeah, I was not as moved by this as you were. It does look a lot better than everything else.
I understand what you're saying, but like I could look at this face. And this is my 3x. I don't even need to hit the hotkey. Like this, any amount of time I'm looking at this expression, time is going by 3 times faster. For me,
okay? But it's X0. You're living in this moment forever. This is eternity in those eyes, and this very sort of like comedically judgmental, sort of like discerning. But
she's asking for it. Yeah, she just wants me to get mad. I don't know.
No peeing 0 out of 10. Let's see.
Hey, it's just the first episode. You can't judge the first episode.
One of these animals got to pee in that classroom, right? One of them's got to be like, oh, I can't hold it anymore.
I don't know if it's that kind of show. I don't know.
Animal that I'm supposed to be would never pee inside a room, and this isn't normal for me.
I think the show you want is Monster Musume. That's definitely the one you are looking for.
It's not me. It's not the.
Okay. Oh, sorry. The people you are always looking out for who love piss, they need Monster Musume, the 2017
I'm
show.
a selfless man.
I understand that you're
the concerns of the needs and wants of others before my own.
Yes. Your altruism would be best served probably.
I am Christ-like in my diligence to look out for the best interest of others.
That's what that sculpture was. It was you.
It was waiting. It was an artifact waiting, waiting a figure
for
to draw
someone
from.
to embody it. Yes, to be manifested.
Thank you. Yes,
let me grab
some
more.
Metaphysically and spiritually.
Let me grab another drink real quick.
That's good. Let's see. Yeah. No. So like, what does a good scene where somebody pees themselves look like? So like, there's one in High School of the Dead which doesn't do it because it's a little girl, so that doesn't work. It's got to be somebody old enough to where it wouldn't be excusable. I mean, you really aren't going to do much better. I mean, prison school really was the best. Like that was like it. That was like the pinnacle of people being humiliated in a way that's not supposed to. Things that aren't typically sexual become sexual. And from what I've heard, that was it. Like that was seen in one of the first few episodes is the perfect embodiment of what it means to have a good horny piss scene. So. I'll do an essay on this at some point. I'll write my article for Gawker about ethical piss scenes in anime and how to do piss scenes in a way that aren't exploitative, do piss scenes in a way that respect the cultures that they're drawing from. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the volume is important as well. There's
no, I'm cutting that out of the. Who am I kidding?
No, I'm preparing. I'm preparing for my article. I said I was going to write an article on this, and then eventually expand it into an essay, and then if the demand's there, maybe a book. A book. Yeah. But I'm going to do it's going to be turned into a short story for sure. This is going to be. But anyway,
I'll recommend you to the person I know who is a book an author publicist. Like my friend,
directly connected. One of the best,
one of the only authors who makes money in the whole country in the modern era. Yeah, like I have this book.
If I write a manuscript, will you pass it?
Yeah, of course. Why not? I don't care.
Oh hell yeah, sweet. Cool.
What is a manuscript? Is that just a book? What's
Piss Christ, a beginning.
Manuscript is an author's unpublished original text. Oh, okay. Yeah, sure.
Piss Christ Unbound. The Piss Christ saga.
Piss Christ Origins.
Yep. Resurgence.
Reckoning. Oh, it's the possibilities really are endless.
Endgame.
I liked the expressions
the next
that the
generation
had on their faces, despite the lack of pee. Next up,
cute girl. Cute girls. There are cute girls in the animal show.
In that one, yes. This one's only got one cute girl. Jingai Kyoushitsu no Ningen. Wait, that's the last one.
A scary girl.
Kaya-chan wa Kowakunai. Kaya-chan isn't scary.
I don't agree.
She's a little scary. This is a manga, East Fish Studio. Good old East Fish. Her head is a penis. You can tell from the back. But this is a show about a small girl who is very kind of mysterious and deadpan, and she is always doing these strange things that no one understands. Meanwhile, it turns out she is actually protecting everyone from the underworld, from the ghost realm, which she can see and tap into, and so all of her strange, obstructive, quirky behavior is actually saving everyone the whole time. Time-honored premise. Her powers apparently are just she can punch ghosts. She just punches everything. That's how she fixes the problems. And she looks exactly like the girl from Blend S. I don't know if anyone remembers the girl from Blend S, but she's in She looks just like her. She's got the low twin tails. She's got the same hair, same purple eyes. It's not even that bad, really. I don't know.
Nah, it's just a little repetitive. I just don't know what you're gonna do.
Yeah, it's like you get the premise. Yeah.
Yeah, this should be like a short. Like this is a clean 8-minute short. I think like this is like you do two of these paranormal situations per episode. They're each 4 minutes long. And that would work. 22 minutes is a big ask for something that doesn't really have much more going on.
Yeah, or just
especially when it's
add more or stretch out like the plot points. Like there's a part in here where one of the teachers finds out what's going on and figures out like, oh, she can see ghosts, but it's just like a quick. It's not given any weight as a scene. It just like happens, and it's just like, oh, I see. It's like it's given nothing. It's breezed over really really fast. Like you could actually give that some narrative weight if you want it to be that kind of show, but instead it's like it's not really a gag comedy. It's just like I don't know. Yeah, it's just got this concept. It just does it a couple times. So it's probably just gonna keep doing that.
It's missing something. It doesn't have that sauce. It's
yeah,
like,
there's some like there's the aspect of like she's her dad, single dad, every time he has like a headache or like shoulder pain, it's always like a demon hanging on to him that she can see, and like when she hugs him or touches him, it gets rid of it, and that's adorable. But they need more stuff like that.
Yeah, it's just not
stuff that's a child's life, but you filter it through this paranormal concept.
Yeah, just need something that kind of like pulls it all together. Something that really like makes it more than just a series of instances of her fighting these little small ghosts.
Which
the mom hook at the end, I guess.
There is like something's going on with her mom, probably dead, or she's a ghost or something. And again, we are always assuming that that's what this is going to be. Maybe it does become something much bigger and better, but we only watched the first episode.
I don't think we really lingered on East Fish Studio enough. I think
you don't think so?
We need to circle back to that because it sounds like a conglomerate that's been around since like 1583.
East Fish Studio, founded in 2017, based in Shibuya. They did. Do you remember The Daily Life of a Middle-Aged Shopper? I'm sorry, The Daily Life of a Middle-Aged Online Shopper in Another World?
Oh my God, yeah.
From 1 year?
Yes.
Wait, do you actually?
Yes, I do. I do remember this.
Oh God.
He has access to Amazon, right? Like he's got
oh, probably
buy stuff off the internet. Yeah.
They did In the Clear Moonlit Dusk, which is that's also this season. We'll get to that one. And then TBA from this year, Tetsurio Meet with Tetsudo Musume. There was one called A Condition Called Love.
Oh my God! Did they do the mahjong thing with prostitutes too?
Tohai?
They did. Oh my God!
Yeah. They animated that at least, yeah.
But no, there's something about that name that just feels like it's like a company, like a family that came about during the trade with Portugal because they could make like fucking sauce or something.
Because they salted the herring just right. Yeah.
Yes, yeah, they had the right salt on the herring, which created a small dynasty. They had like their own daimyo. And then the family lineage, they broke up what was a massive fortune into several small fortunes. And then the most powerful of those ended up, scooping up the other parts and maintaining that name of East Fish. And then this is one part of the things that they filter money through. This is their money laundering channel. Is this animation studio?
No, 54 employees. Total equity 10 million yen, which is like, like $6 million bucks. Yeah. East Fish. That's good. Yeah. It's a little girl who fights ghosts. Yeah.
Gotta tell you what we can get here.
Sometimes she has funny faces. All right. Next up, Seihantai na Kimi Toboku, you and I are polar opposites. This is a web manga, not just a normal manga, web manga. The studio's Lapin Track. This is about a sparkly, bright pink makeup girl who is in love with a quiet, weird nerd. I feel like I have to recuse myself from reviewing or critiquing this show. I feel like I'm not.
Yeah, you're a mark.
I feel like I'm a mark.
Yeah, you can't sit on the jury for this. I mean, you
No.
clearly come in with too much baggage. Hey, instead of Lapin Track, this should be Laughin' Track, because I am having so much fun watching the same joke over and over and over again, and nothing happening. So
what?
The premise is that there's a girl who puts on this very outgoing Genki persona, and she's in love with the quiet boy from her classroom that sits next to her, and she at some point starts to suspect that he's not interested in her at all. But she walks home with him. They hold hands briefly, and it seems like there's a sort of will they, won't they dynamic going on here, where he's not capable of sending signals, and she's misinterpreting his signals. And I don't know what the fuck she could possibly want with this total fucking bag of sand motherfucker, but yeah, it's an odd couple kind of situation here. Odd couple, will they, won't they, between two people who are polar opposites, with her over-the-top boisterous personality and his sort of quiet bookishness and man of few words sort of thing he's got going on. It's not very funny. It's fine. It's fine. It's a fine program.
This is I'm. You were cranky. For
no,
sure.
Please go ahead. No, I was not even.
You were 100% cranky.
In the bathtub in complete contentment. I was watching this, but this was. Please tell me on this. Sell me on this show.
This was wonderful. I don't know what you're talking about. It was. It's great. It was everything. It was like a whole romantic arc in one episode. It didn't blue ball you. You know, it had a full beginning, middle, and end. And it was just, you know, it was, I feel like this show is going to be like, there was another show that was like this a long time ago. It's like a bunch of couples, and like every episode, you know, it's like a different couple and like a different kind of story about them. And then every few episodes, you sort of go back and revisit another couple from a previous one, so you don't get like the constant being like strung along, because you're able to do larger chunks of like a romance story in every episodic, in every episode. But this was, it was very, it was good.
I think that I need a little bit more out of both of my main characters. I like the supporting cast. They're kind of a chorus right now. Like, they're not like very well established as to what makes all the supporting cast members unique. But I like what they're adding to the show. But I just don't see much of real interest within her yet. And I think that's the thing that's kind of hanging me up here, is like, I just maybe this is one where honestly I feel like I would need to see more episodes. It's not like I think that this is outright like bad or anything. I just it might be a slower burn than a lot of stuff that that we're usually watching on these, but I wasn't as immediately taken with their dynamic as you seem to have been.
Well, I mean, it's yeah, I mean the guy doesn't matter, because it's all all from her perspective. So you have no idea what's going on in his head. Like, you can assume, but like, the whole thing is like, it's all this, and like, she's such a like a bubbly, dumb, emotional teenage girl. She's like so innocent. Like, she has no idea what she's thinking. So, the whole thing is her panicking, and it's very, it's. I just found it very cute, and it's not, they go from not dating to dating in one episode. That's not slow pace. That's 1,000 times faster than most romance anime. It was just
for sure. I think it's more that I don't see inside of the characters. I don't see and I know that we spend a lot of time with the protagonist girl in this episode, but she was not endearing to me in this first episode. That's all. I just need to know more about her, and I need to see more of her life outside of just this relationship, I think. So, yeah. Didn't click for me. Didn't click.
Yeah. You would need more than just this episode, but I like in the first episode, they established that she, because she's not actually a gyaru. She just she's trying really hard to be one. She's trying to be really outgoing and tease this guy, but she really doesn't want to. She's just doing it because she likes him so much that she wants to interact with him. So I liked it a lot.
I'm not begrudging you that.
It was so pink and fluffy and teen love.
It's fua action.
It was fua, and it made my heart go doki doki. Just nice. so much, the amount of the intensity of because there's full on hand holding, and
wow.
The intensity of that scene where she's just fucking freaking out that this dude just held her hand. They really give things. They give these teen dating experiences a good punch.
Some gravity to him. A little gravity to him.
Yes. And she's.
You want to tell me
She's just a blubbering mess. I mean, her faces are very expressive. I just like the faces.
I'm with him. I'm with him. I would also come to school and tell her to forget about it that ever happened, because I'd be like, holy shit. I just held hands with the most obnoxious bitch in our school. Oh my god, she's so annoying. Because I would easily have been horny enough to fall.
You held hands with the pink-haired, with the heart hair clip girl with the heart. Yeah, girl.
I'm old enough to where I fucked the adult version of this girl, and I've been like, why'd I do that?
Yeah. Imagine a girl with this hair in real life. Imagine how this would look. I mean, you could say that for any anime character, but I don't know. I'm just thinking about how funny it is. She's the only one that's like
this in the show. It's not like there's anybody else who fits in this sort of.
Yeah, she's not a classic gyaru. She's not blonde. She doesn't have the unbuttoned t-shirt
or the makeup as well. She's not she didn't have the big fake makeup on or huge eyeshadow.
But the show opens with her doing a lot of her makeup, so she is.
No, but we don't. It's not plastered on her face in every shot.
She doesn't have the colored eyeshadow and
or huge blush. Because the Garo thing's got the colored eyeshadow and huge blush and everything. She's a little more dolled up, but she's not there's totally over the top.
There's Gyaru is a large spectrum. I like the 10 to 20% range. You get too far into Gyaru and you get into a kind of spray tanned monster.
Well, I'm glad you loved this so much.
And the other side characters are kind of helpful. They're not, but they're
that was funny. The thing that I liked about this. That I would like to see more of them.
Well, I think the subsequent episodes are going to be, because there's clearly other couples established. Yeah, I think it's going to switch. I think it's going to alternate between different couples. Yeah.
All right. Well, maybe this is something we end up watching down the road, because I just looked up the mal on this and people are really fucking stoked on this. So
sweet.
We might need to reevaluate down the line and watch the whole thing and just see what people feel.
Yes.
Now you want to talk about your heart going doki doki? I got a show for you.
Yeah. Oh, I think we may have just switched places. I think we may have just flipped. I think we might have just.
I'm not. Fuck recusing myself.
Turned upside down.
I'm gonna be fucking rigging this fucking trial, dude. I'm gonna be fucking greasing some palms. I'm trying to whatever I have to do to make this fall in my favor. I will do it.
You're jury nullification right now.
I'm jerky fucking nullification because I'm smacking my shit in the back of the courtroom. Nullification. Jerky nullification.
I just got a jerky notification. Oh, hold on. Ding.
Let me smack my shit. Oh shit! My timer just went off. I gotta go beat my dick.
Yeah. It's been 45 minutes. Oh,
it's been 38 seconds. I gotta go smack my shit. This episode, this show took me 48 hours to get through one episode. That's why I had to be so responsible with everything else.
Yeah. What's this show called? I want to hear you say it because it's got a lot of vowels.
Oh,
because I know you love saying Kaworu from Evangelion.
Uruwashi no yoi no Tsuki. Uruwashi no yoi no Suki.
I like the way you say it like a sumo wrestling announcer.
No, yeah, do it. I want to do it like the sumo announcer in fucking You Only Live Twice, the James Bond movie. Ever showed you that scene where the announcer
didn't we just
having the silliest voice
recently?
We did. Yes, yeah. Where the announcer going like, "Ni Uruwashi no yoi no Suki."
No, they do that. I watched some sumo wrestling. There's a white guy who's like commentates over sumo wrestling on Twitch, and they really do sing out the guy's name. Like the guys have like stage names that are crazy, and the announcers like full on like shout, sing out their names. They're like, "Oh, you know," like they're just. And some of them are better than others.
Boxing too.
It's fucking so fucking sick. It's the best.
This reminds me. I have an entire anime premise. Would you like to hear it?
Oh, please.
This is a show called Swing Tackle, and it is an anime about a kid who he moves from Japan to the United States because his dad has to move for work. His dad works for like a lens manufacturing company or something. He moves stateside to manage the American branch of the company. He was training to be a sumo wrestler in Japan. He was like a young sumo kid. He was like a huge sort of bulky guy. Mm-hmm. And he lost his last tournament and he was no longer at the point where sumo was a career, an opportunity for him, which was part of his dad's decision to move. Is he's like, well, no, we don't have to stay here any longer. I can pursue my career because clearly you're not going to achieve anything in this realm. Moves to the United States into like either like somewhere in Michigan or somewhere in Texas, and into like a school system where he understands, he can speak some English. And he gets recruited by the high school football team to play tackle. He plays swing tackle on the football team.
Is that an actual position?
Yes, swing tackle, which is basically like you can play any position. Like you can back up any position on the line, but also you'll come in as sixth lineman on lineman heavy downs. Like if it's going to be like a run play or something.
Okay.
And basically he gets on the team. He's like a quiet guy. He doesn't, he speaks English, but his English isn't amazing. And he gets integrated into the team. His best friend on the team is like a running back. He's like a short little scat back guy. So they're like a pair. And then the quarterback's like a sort of psycho head case character, And you could do a lot with this because, like, in the beginning of the show, he's kind of soft-spoken and quiet, and he's not like really speaking up. But he, as he learns more English and becomes more confident and like learns to love football, he becomes more outspoken, right? And he gets to a point where he's able to go to college for football. He gets recruited to play college as a lineman. Mm-hmm. He ends up playing for a rival school against his quarterback from the team,
Okay.
And then he's, like he plays his way up through college football. If you want to do a big dramatic change, you could have the center go down, and then you have an entire season. It's called swing tackle under center, where he has to play center. He plays center, and then and then he gets if you get enough seasons, this is probably done in like a sports shonen style show. Where
I
it's
bet.
This is gonna be this is gonna be like 250 episodes. And like you get or 83 episodes or whatever the fuck. And he doesn't get recruit. He applies for the draft. He's like good enough to he might be able to play in the NFL, right? He applies for the draft and fails at the draft. And at this point, I forgot to mention, I've got a subplot here where so I got to go all the way back to high school here. Okay, so there's a subplot in the first season where there's a soft-spoken sort of quiet girl who has a crush on him, and he's got a crush on her. And then there's a loudmouth cheerleader girl who's dating the quarterback, right?
Okay.
And then they end up swapping. So our lineman guy ends up getting with the cheerleader girl. Then the soft-spoken girl ends up getting with the quarterback. So she is a cheerleader. She's able to cheerlead up through college. But so anyway, by the time he's getting recruited in the NFL, she's like, coaching cheerleading or whatever. They have a good relationship going or whatever. That's all the B plots are about her as a cheerleader, and like her parallel narrative about like she wants to be a pro cheerleader, can't do it, so she has to move into being like coaching cheerleading.
Yeah.
He doesn't make it into the NFL, but gets a call one day. He's like got a job, like he's like a used car salesman or something, or like he's working a shitty job. He's doing a Kurt Warner. He's doing a Kurt Warner where he's bagging groceries or whatever, and he gets a call. And he's like, hey, we want to sign you onto the team as a UDFA. We want to bring you onto the practice squad. And he spends a couple of years on the practice squad. And that opens up a whole other aspect of his personality where he's kind of a player coach, where he gets to the practice squad on this NFL team. It's like the shittiest franchise in the NFL. It's like the Titans or like the Raiders or something. It's like, it's a joke team. The people in the practice squad aren't putting that much effort in. They're all like cocky maniacs because they're like, they've been the best athlete ever their entire lives. And he's coming in from this humble position. And he whips the entire practice squad up into shape. And his big accomplishment is that he's able to coach them up enough and like get them focused enough to get some of the players from the practice squad meaningful reps on the team. And that's like a huge thing. Like that's like a huge thing. He's like, he's gotten his guys on his practice squad NFL game checks. And then second half of the season comes around, and guess what? Starting center goes down.
Yeah.
They know that he can play center. So he leads the team. They're a shitty ass franchise. They have no business even being, in this position. But he's able to play center competently enough to get them into the playoffs, breaking a playoff drought. They lose the playoff game, but it doesn't matter because he's accomplished the thing, which is getting people into the NFL. There you go. There's swing tackle. If you really want to go for it, you can do a time skip, and then he ends up becoming a coach in the NFL later on. But there's my really long pitch for a show about a Japanese kid who ends up coming to America and becoming an NFL lineman. I came up with this in 3 minutes the other day when I was running. I was just thinking I was thinking about sumo wrestling and NFL lineman. So yeah, swing tackle. Look for that in 40 years. Anyway,
nice.
What were we talking about? Oh, this is my favorite show ever.
We were talking about, Uruwashi no Yoru no Tsuki, In the Clear Moonlit Dusk, a manga adaptation by Eastfish again. And also Atelier Puplier. Atelier Puplier. I don't know how to say that.
Didn't he just make a movie?
Yeah, he made a... No, I don't know. I was trying to think of something. I got nothing. This is about a pretty... You're like, lady? And you're like, oh, nope. And you're like, oh, yes, it's a lady.
It's just the way I like them.
Which is fine. But then okay, it's a pretty quote unquote lady, but actual lady. Got the headphones. She's the type of lady all the girls love, and they call her Prince. You know, she's the prince. She's the handsome woman, high school woman. And then she meets this fucking guy who just sucks.
Look at this jump.
Yeah, the jump.
Go back to his jump. Go back to his jump pose.
The jump is
the
worst.
What is this? Why are your hands so fucking high up above?
They didn't even explain why he did that. I don't think.
He didn't want to step down the stairs.
Why was he doing that? Why was he jumping off the stairs?
Yeah, he's a thug.
This is sort of the opposite of the last show, where this is a romance that contains no love and no genuine emotion. And it's just like this fucked up, like monster guy.
Yes, me. That's me. Yes, very good. Okay.
You know, just doting on this self-insert like woman who's too strong and cool for boys to like, and also knows karate, so she could beat up rapists.
I don't understand what the problem is. This sounds like the best show ever.
Look at him. He stinks.
He does pick her up. Now,
yeah.
This is the good shit right here. Because when you get you a lady who's of a size and sort of stature that's not used to being picked up.
When you feminize the tomboy, yes,
it drives them bonkers.
Yes,
it drives them insane. It drives me insane as well because you play it off. Because you play it off like it's nothing. You're like, oh yeah,
right. Meanwhile, you're like straining. You're like pooping your pants. You're like, ah,
yeah. It's like
110 pounds. I'm fucking
It's like the image of Homer Simpson where he's got the clothespins pulling his skin back. But yeah, pick you up like a big kind of sturdy bitch,
right?
And yeah, it'll drive him wild. And
I don't doubt that.
This is everything I've ever wanted, actually.
I just hate how fucking lame the dude is. Also, she's kind of like not. I don't know. She's kind of an asshole. Yeah, I don't know. This is kind of stupid.
Yeah, see, it seems like there's like a key thing missing here on your end. And
there's no piss either. I don't know what you found. I don't know what you.
It's inside of her. It's inside of her. We're gonna get it out of her. It's gonna come out.
I guess picking her up. If you jostle her around enough, you could probably.
Yeah. You shake her.
Get some leaks. Yeah.
You press on the side of her stomach.
You know the exact pressure points. You definitely have studied the. Yeah.
I've studied the blade. I've studied the piss blade. This is obviously not very good, but I do like the girl, and I like everything. I like the idea of her more than the her that she is, which has been a problem all my life, and will continue to be a problem until I die, probably.
How many girls like this have you even encountered? I feel like this is
it's not specific girls that are like this. It's the idea of the girl that I'm with, that I'm, and then they're not exactly the image that you have in your head, and then it destroys the illusion of the fantasy, and then your desire diminishes immediately, and then you realize that you have. Instead of the fantasy version of something you have in your head, you have to confront the reality of it. And then that becomes frightening. And you have like the idea of exposing your inner self to somebody and becoming vulnerable with them rather than like them only seeing this perfectly crafted version of yourself. And then you come up with an excuse to never see them again.
I bet, yeah. Are you like, wow, this girl's got a bunch of stick and poke tattoos. I bet she's really independent and like free thinking and unique. And then you're like, oh no.
No, it's more like, oh, this girl is cute and can read. And then you get there. And she's like,
wow,
actually, I don't really read that good, because when I read the book and it makes me do the thinky thinks about what's behind the words rather than just what the words be.
I didn't like it when the character said one thing, but then he did a different thing.
Yeah, that was like I got confused. Yeah, that's difficult.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I see that. I'm glad. Glad I don't have that problem.
Yeah, I literally. I mean, I like, and it's. I know it's like, you should expect people to,
to be people
and analyze the media that they consume. Like expect them to put any amount of thought into it. But also, when you went to school for it, and it's all you've known for fucking 12 years, is like. No. Like, but this is another thing that I was thinking about is like subtext within literary and artistic works is almost a cliche, because like it's so much of like in high school, like you're in English classes, it's like, okay, but what does this mean though? It's so cliche that it almost becomes rote. Like
people are so like almost the default now is for when people see something, they assume it means the opposite, right? Like that's why like headlines have to be written in a specific way, because if you just like if you just say like such and such according to, if it ends with according to whatever, everyone's going to be like, oh sure, like you can't, everyone is just like, if it's written down, then the opposite must be true. So it's like, in order to, you have to actually like somehow avoid subtext, which is actually more difficult than providing subtext,
Yeah, I mean, it's like so ingrained within myself as a person, just from the time I was, able to fucking read, basically, that things have meanings outside of just the actions that occur. That like it does become a cliche, and you roll your eyes at things where people like read into media. It's like, okay, not, it's like, okay, yes, obviously this thing is saying this thing, but when you're speaking to somebody who hasn't grown up in that way, and it's not obvious to them that things are presented in, like have subtext, it's very strange. It's like, it might as well have been fucking speaking to an alien on that date. Yeah. That's the closest thing. It's like 5 years has never felt like such a big a gap. And the thing is that I'm trying to, I mean, at this point, I have to date somebody younger than me, because I'm not planning on having kids for like probably like 5 years,
Yeah.
Like it, but like, most, if I were to date a woman of my age right now and be like, I'm not planning on having kids for 5 years, she'd be like, that's like approaching the end of really my viability, to have kids. And so like, I can't waste somebody's time like that, but then if I date somebody who's 5 years younger than me, and they're like, okay, you have start having kids at 30, which is kind of like, it's not, yeah, that's like within the realm of reasonable. They have no social skills at all, and they haven't experienced anything, and all they know is fucking watching 30-second videos on TikTok or whatever. So like, it's really a bad spot to be in, because like, this wouldn't have been a problem in the 90s, because in the 90s I could be 40 and I could like fucking date a 27-year-old girl and marry her or whatever, have kids with her when I'm 40. But but that's past, because those like kids growing up with social skills, it doesn't exist anymore, because everyone's a fucking iPad kid. When I'm 40, okay, let's say I'm 40. That means that like, let's say they're 25.
Yeah.
They would have been born in
2010.
2010. No way. Those are iPad kids. It's over.
It's like, you gotta just fucking jingle key them. You gotta just put on some Cocoa Melon and
come to bed, honey. I've got Miss what the fuck is her name?
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Yeah, Miss I can't remember what the fuck her name was.
Yeah. I've got Bluey on. That's good. You're in the mood. Just getting you revved up. God, Miss Rachel. Yeah, Miss Rachel got your she got you Randy right now?
Yeah.
Honestly, how old is Miss Rachel? What's she up to? She's got to be married.
Got to be in her 30s. I don't know.
43.
Oh my God. I was just guessing.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
All right. Last show.
Also, her nickname is Curry Prince, which is funny. Last show, Yusha no Kuzu, Scum of the Brave. This is a light novel. OLM, Oriental Light and Magic. I was eating turkey soup while watching this, so I did not take any notes. Ethan, take it away. What's going on?
In the mid-21st century, Tokyo's mafia can turn into ether-enhanced demon lords.
Wow.
And braves hunt them down. That's a hell of a sentence.
Yeah, Yusha means hero, but yeah, it's translated into braves to sound less awkward, I guess, here.
Okay, so basically the criminal underworld, which I gotta say, the criminal underworld of the mid-20th century, 21st century, imbuing themselves with like demonic superpowers is actually kind of a sick premise.
Sure.
I have to be real. Like, I love the idea of Prime Lords becoming like demigods. I think that's so funny. Because Crime Lords, which are a thing that, really don't have any power anymore at this point in time, because it's 2026.
Yeah,
but
every once in a while you hear about a mafia raid, but
I love that. I love that, like, they've kind of, these kingpins have made a new order for themselves. They've become demonic forces, or like, it would be even better if they were actually pairing up with demons. Like, if Crime Lords had, like, I don't know.
I feel like this has been done somewhere. Is this Chainsaw Man? I feel like this is ringing a bell. I don't know.
Kinda.
Like this is kind of Chainsaw
Yeah.
Man.
But
Anyways, you talk about this. I gotta go to the bathroom again.
Okay, whatever. So there's a little girl who's like, she's fresh out of the academy, and she gets her ass saved by a dude who's like a well-established brave who's been doing it for a long time and is cynical. And they not really much happens outside of the beginning where he rescues her from being killed by a mob boss. He has the mob boss subdued and crushes the mob boss's skull. And he talks in a way that's sort of morally gray, where she sees the world through a youthful sort of idyllic lens of moral purity and doing things the right way. And he's been out there in the streets long enough to where his illusions have been broken. But he's like a dirtbag, and she's like a young Genki girl, and they're going to get into capers involving taking down crime bosses who have got, it looks like drug-enhanced superpowers. They have these things that they inject themselves with that, like, give them extra strength. In the first episode, the superpower that the criminal has is that he's just got a gun. He just has a gun that he pulls on our hero, and our hero is able to go fucking bullet time. They have these like little injector vial things here, like a needle that they jam into their neck, and it gives them superhuman strength and agility, but also a sick ass neck and face tattoo, like it's 2005. And yeah, not a lot going on here.
Oh yeah, that's good shit.
That's
fucking
a lot
good.
going on here. That's not awful.
I love it. I love it.
Not awful. The girl has cross eyes.
Her eyes are. I do like the main girl's design. I feel like I've seen this. Is this Oshinoko? The blue hair with like the pink unders, like the hair that has the different color underside. I feel like that's.
It is.
I think that was
giving.
Oshinoko.
It is giving Oshinoko, as it were. It is exuding.
I think the second season is currently airing.
Well, we're gonna have to watch the first season and talk about that.
It's not her hair; it's someone else's. I forget who I'm thinking.
But yeah, she doesn't look as mind broken, porn brained as the Oshinoko girl does. But
yeah,
the guy I was mentioning, that characters, when they get the superpowers from the serum they inject themselves with, they're then imbued with supernatural agility and strength, but also sick ass face and neck tattoos,
yes.
which are cool things to have.
Those give you great power.
Yes, those give you aura boost. You can mog people and looks max on them.
You can spike their cortisol. Yes.
Yeah, that was one I just heard about in the last few days, is spiking cortisol. That's a new one in the children's rotation right now, I think. is that somebody read a book and dug that one out.
That's very Pete pilled. Yeah, no, I knew about cortisol, but the idea that just like you're monitoring it in every given social situation, it's like you better not fucking spike my cortisol right now, dude. That's so funny. Yeah. Yep. Hello?
I feel like if you're roided up enough, it is feasible for your cortisol to get spiked that fast. It probably is that
you can be on the edge.
That volatile. That's probably that volatile. I gotta say, there's a weird sort of like Zen monk thing going on with these people. Like the looks maxers, there is a slight overlap with the alpha male meat balloon people, but there's a more of a sort of monk like self-flagellation component with the bone smashing going on.
Yeah, they're slowly killing themselves as a sort of art form. Yeah, it's
I can't quite bring myself to hate them, because like it is in some ways there's definitely a culture at some point in time that would look at them and be in awe of their commitment to physical beauty. There is definitely a validity and how do I put this? There is something to being so committed to making yourself the most perfect specimen that you're willing to die for it. That is artistic and beautiful in a tragic way, in the way that Z's did, of course.
Ziz, yeah.
But they do fascinate me. I'm sure all these guys are ended up getting like dying from suicide by cop at some point. But Clavicular has to die by being gunned down by like 5 police cruisers. You know, like it's the only way. I don't see another exit for that guy.
Yeah, or just like he gets like sepsis from like trying to lift his lower, his eye socket up like 2 millimeters or whatever,
Yeah, he's a definite target for like end up dying from like injecting cement into your ass, like one of those like a South American like butt lift sort of thing, where he could also become like a monster, like those twins. He could become like a plastic surgeon.
The Wachowskis, yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Damn, I'm funny.
Waka waka. That's he's
I'm a genius.
He's getting his at some point. Again, I'm not rooting against him. I'm just observing him and witness to his flame out.
No, I mean he's entirely. That's another one where I think, everything I've seen from him is entirely performance art, where it's like just like him getting fucking like, it's like. Because your whole thing is that you're the handsomest guy. So obviously, as soon as a more handsome guy is in the same room as you, it's just like, I was seeing for days, like, oh, fucking shit, Clav got mogged by a fucking, and like, his, like, he, I didn't watch the video, but some guy was describing it. He was like, he just convinced this girl to get into a van with him, and then what did he say? He what was it? I don't know. He was like, did Hitler mog? And then she just left, or what? Like he's just constantly humiliating himself, and it is like very funny. Like I think it's definitely on purpose, because I don't know. I feel like
we'll have to observe further, come back with further judgments, because I as of now I'm observing him as a sort of like a curio, and I don't quite respect him as an artist yet, but we'll see. I'm not giving up hope that he will prove me wrong, and that he will show some sort of clear artistic vision. But for now, I'm enjoying him as a sideshow. In like, uh, boy, some of the sentences that I've seen constructed to talk about what's happening in the videos of him are like
It's so funny. Yeah.
effectively alien language. I mean, him getting mogged by that college student is like, that is probably going to be an important cultural relic. Like that, like I mean, we probably should blast that into space just because, like,
yeah, Voyager 3.
Aliens already aren't going to understand like Jurassic Park. So like we should probably send them this too and put this on equal footing and see if they're able to at least which one they're more likely to understand. You know, between the two of them is like, this is clearly some sort of intimidation ritual, and they're watching Jurassic Park. And they're like, I have no idea what's happening here. This is just this.
Yeah. I think collab is gonna, like, a bunch of people are gonna like. It's gonna be like, oh, I think this is what Christianity is. It's like you realize at some point that you can only mog so far, but there's always like in the physical, in this life, in this world, there's always going to be a larger mogger. It's like the end. It's like the end of Apocalypto. It's like there's always a bigger fish. You beat the whole thing. And then just some crazy ships show up with a bunch of guys who've figured out guns, and so there's no point in thinking about all this stuff. And there's the coyotes right outside my window again.
It's like it's almost an empty, hollow pursuit because the perfection that they're looking for is unattainable. It is it's Sisyphean, and the continued struggle to push that boulder up into your own face and smash your face with a boulder. As you be pushing up to the top of the hill so that you can get to the bottom of the hill and let it ram your face.
So you can line your face up right in the path of the boulder and get run over by the boulder. Yeah.
And the off chance that things will grow back in a way that's better.
That's nice.
Like you're just rolling out like the face. What is it? Face smashing? What is it called?
I don't know what the actual word is, but it is basically face smashing. Yeah.
Yeah, when they're they're like, they take hammers to their own face just on the off chance it'll grow back better. Just in case.
Hopefully, yeah.
Like just in case if I break my skull, the fractures might grow back in a way that looks better than my current face. Maybe they're willing to roll the bones on that, and there is a discipline to that, and I admire it. Not for me, not my own pursuit, but those are the real fucking tier 1 operators pushing the fucking limits. Like oh, you killed fucking Osama bin Laden. Okay, great, you had a gun. You ever smash your own face with a hammer?
Yeah.
For no reason.
No defense. Yeah, just
for no reason at all.
Yeah, to get your legs
real badass.
Straightened out.
Do you ever cut your legs at the knees and then add an extra 2 inches added to your height with metal rods? Because that's fucking being on the front lines of humanity.
That matters.
I think I'm satisfied here.
I think so too, and I think we just finished winter 2026.
Jeez, that took some work.
It was a bit of work, but we got through it. It wasn't in retrospect, it wasn't the worst season. It was down there. It was down towards the bottom.
I was actually going to say it's
like the worst one in a while. But
This is secret worst. This is.
It might have felt the worst. Yeah, I mean, it definitely wasn't good.
Yeah, you're talking about like, oh, my favorite Kubrick movie. The best Kubrick movie is this, and then the secret best is Barry Lyndon. Then you have the worst and secret worst. This is the secret worst season. We had the worst season ever last year, which I called and was right. This crept up on me. You also had
the best. You were like, this is going to be the best season. And it was actually a very good season.
Yeah, it's this crept up on me. I don't know what I did wrong to deserve this. I'm a good man. I pay my taxes. I call my mom and tell her I love her.
Right.
I deserve to have my time respected more than this, but apparently I don't respect myself enough to deserve better than this. So really in a pickle here. I'm going to have to watch some alpha male videos about how to take charge so that this never happens to me again.
Yeah,
so I can't be hurt again.
You gotta mog all of.
I gotta mog the anime season.
Mog the animes. Oh, here's the video I was looking for. It's this crazy AI video of all these. Hold on, let me put this on the screen here. I love because this really takes the language to a whole another level where it really just goes for it.
Did you not fucking hear what I just said? Clozzy got brutally frame-mogged by Gorbo.
He got turbo cortisol nuked! Oh no, it's so over for Clozzy.
Oh yeah, Clozzy was just maxing on Twizzy's stream before clocking peak cope in front of the Aura Pogs.
It's never been more over.
Over? You got 18 months to ascend like me, or you're gonna get one-shotted. Go ahead, try and spike my cortisol! I'm calm maxed, I'm frame locked, I'm snooze pill. Wage cells are seething.
Spare some credits, boss. Trying to dermal glaze my way to Becky tier. Please?
You stat fraud me, and you're gonna be slopping up these clappers. Yes, boss, got it. Gorbo just got brutally skull-mogged by baby corn at the Goon Junction.
My fellow citizens, I've just been informed that Gorbo is chopped. Clozzy is the new Riz King.
We're so back!
We love you, Clozzy! So, Clozzy, how does it feel to have max stats again?
Open his mouth, he'll need mog.
This is horrifying.
Hell yeah, Clozzy. Oh, the good junction.
I have sent you a song and then a rant. If you want to use that as our outro, we can get out of here.
Oh yeah, let me just put this together real fast. Now let's get out of here. How long is this motherfucking podcast? This is a 3-hour, which is fine.
Is it really? Jesus
it is.
Christ.
Well, actually, we started a little. I mean, yeah, it's basically 3 hours. Probably 2:45. You know, when I was, well, it's not really important. When I was like reorganizing everything after my PC fucked up, I was trying to move all of the podcast thumbnails from the last like 3 years onto the Unraid server, and so I copied them and I pasted them all over, and then I selected like an icon on my desktop I wanted to delete.
No.
And then when Windows like completes a paste function, it will change your window focus back to the place you were pasting. So I hit the delete key, and at the millisecond I hit the delete key, it switched to the server I was pasting to, and there's no undo. Like all deletes are permanent. So I just deleted everything. I still have all those screenshots, obviously, but like they're just not named. I just deleted all the ones I used and named, and I was so fucking pissed. I just hit the Anyways, that doesn't matter, folks. Oh wait, you sent me another song. Which one should I use?
Second one, please.
The second one. Oh yeah. I gotta break out the racing wheel again and get back into Dirt Rally. Or at least Trucker Simulator. Do some drunk driving. All right. Thank you all.
Bye.
For joining us this season. Oh, by the way, I wanted to mention, I know what we should watch next. You know what just got a Blu-ray release?
What is that?
You're Under Arrest, the OVA, which looks awesome. And now it looks, and now it's, it's in HD. So we should check that out.
I'm pogging.
You should mog, and you should pog, and yeah.
I'm arrest maxing.
Yeah, we're next episode. Watch us arrest max. Watch us boob and butt and cop max. Thank you.
Oh, play the clip.
If you're not a millionaire, the last thing you should be doing with your time I can't think of a lower ROI activity than walking to the fridge, getting out some ingredients. Ooh, an onion. Well, let me get the onion. I'm gonna start cooking. Fridge, the onion, and some lettuce. Now, get my knife, cut my onion, cut my onion. You're broke! You're fucking poor! You can get rotisserie chicken for $5. Boom. Chicken, bang, eat, bang, back to work. You can fucking do a million things. You can go for a run. You can get in shape. The time you spent cooking, if you dedicated to kickboxing, you could have got paid from kickboxing or piano. You could fucking be a traveling piano man with the time you wasted cutting fucking onions. If you're broke, there is zero reason why you should ever prepare.